Ooh, I hear you, Roy. Doing the reggae. Love it, sir. Love it. Hear that reggae. Hello, James. Welcome in. I'm just sending out invites real quick, so just bear with me.
Up and I had left out in the there at the moment.
What about the moment? So we did have a REM pod going off a moment ago. Right as I was getting ready to touch the live button. So I'm going to try something a little bit different tonight. I actually rearrange the setup just a little bit different so you can see all the things behind me. But today is reading night, so I think that if you guys can see me as I'm doing the readings, it kind of gives you guys a little bit more clarity on when you use your gifts on how it looks like, how I get the information and what have you.
Station
For the likes, thanks for the likes. Hello, Coffee Case. How are you, darling? Welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday and or Wednesday, whatever it is for you. Real quickly, is that speaker entirely too loud, or should I turn it down just a tad? That's I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Teddy.
Yep, there is a teddy. Right here's a teddy.
Be on Wednesday.
Is that what you're talking about? What about Wednesday is tomorrow, or today for some people. Hey, hello. Who's speaking?
Budget response. Back to
Dark. How are you? Who's speaking? Who's saying hello? My name's Carly.
Is in the in and on help me.
I can. Ooh, are you going to? And then I heard me. Who needs help? Thank you for the follow. Abram, appreciate
Joel,
you.
taking pop.
Who just said that they needed help? Hey, Shannon. How are you? Hey, Thunderchild. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks so much for coming in. Appreciate you all being here. I'm sorry we're starting late. I was enjoying Tony's in Vegas. I was enjoying his live. And then I went to go meditate and yeah. So I'm a little late because I had to get up and get dressed real quick. Not dressed, but get ready. Get it all set up. So some people are saying that when I do the readings, they can't see me. And so they thought it would help them a little bit more with their abilities if I was able to show my face while we do these readings. Thank you for the K2. I just seen that blip up there. Can you get it to go all the way to the red, please? So thankfully with my camera I can see everything. So if you see something and I miss it, feel free to put so in chat. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Jess, for being in here. I hope you're doing good.
Means he's not.
He looked like he was having a great time, actually. I enjoyed watching his live. I had a blast watching, so it's really cool to see. Hey, Fireflies, welcome in. I'm just waiting for a few more people to come in, and then I'll kind of explain what we're going to do this evening. I know. So what happened was I left Tony's live, and I went to go meditate, and I'm extremely tired, and then next thing I know, it's 11 o'clock.
Westminster.
So I had to hurry up and get my things set up, fix my hair because it was a little wild. Oh, go ahead, light it up.
On there,
I don't know if you can hear the REM pod beeping. Feel free to light that up if you can get the green light to go off right here. The green.
Those.
So I did ask her permission to sit here. Hopefully it will be okay with spirits that I'm kind of in their area. but it will give you guys a little bit of a better view, I think. It'll give you a little bit. Yes, spirits definitely can see the chat, Julie. They have already confirmed that.
It's money. No, type.
Yeah,
Okay, and
Hey, Cookie. I did push through. I just seen that blip right here. Can you get that to go all the way to the red, the K2 with the green light?
Cost.
Or the one with the red light? I hear you making it go off. Can you touch it and make it light up for us, please? Nope, it walked away. Hey, Katie. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, I'm just waiting for a few more people to pop in, and then we'll get to it. Thanks for the shares, Dark Chaser. I appreciate you.
did you ever
All right, who was the spirit that said they needed help? Wow, you were loud. And then real quickly, if that speaker is too loud for y'all, let me know. Same for the music when I do play the music, because I'm closer to the Google Hub. It's over that way. And if it's too loud, I don't want to hurt your ears. So thank you for the follow your mom. I appreciate you. Hey, Carrie. Welcome in, welcome in.
Andy.
Nope, we're not doing Andy tonight. Sorry, y'all. That's a no-no. Sorry. Not tonight. Tonight we got readings to do, so we're not going to let that affect us. Thanks for the shares, Fireflies. Hello.
This wrong.
Who am I speaking with? What's your name? My name's Carly.
Freaking landmark.
A freaking landmark. Alrighty then. Hey, Divine Destiny. How are you, darling?
on about it?
Why they make weird noises? Why do kids make weird noises? Why do we sometimes make weird noises? It's just what they feel like doing. Hey Mel, thank you for the likes. Okay, y'all, I really appreciate the shares. That does help. The more people that we get in here, the more energy builds. I will be giving 2 readings this evening or morning, whatever it is for you, nighttime or morning, as well. I cannot stay on super late, but we'll do what we can. I hear you doing that. Can you make that go off, please? Can you light that up? This red light right here. Or are you just gonna make it?
Just make.
It's just you. Who's you? What's your name?
Bridge and then
All right. Thanks for the shares. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you all. Also appreciate that heart me earlier. Sorry I didn't see that. Appreciate it.
My bit.
Oh, that was a little one. Who's the child? What's your name?
When the kick.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Welcome in, Victoria. Glad to see you. Thanks, Jess, for the likes. Thank you, Fireflies, for the likes. Thunderchild as well. How was your day, guys? How's everybody doing? My flashlight is out, so that's not going to be used. But hopefully Spirit remembers to utilize the REM pod and the cat balls. Also have the K2.
Yeah, to sell more things as a.
Sounded like they were going to say your business. You never know. They might. Sometimes it's funny. There's a couple lives where they kind of were promoting me by telling everybody to like the live. It was actually kind of funny.
it's time to.
Oh, Texas. Awesome. I have family in Texas.
To
Very cool. I'm in Washington State. Let's start off with that. Where's everybody tuning in from?
Forget we.
Give me your state. The Atlantic? Well, Well, he's tuning in from the Atlantic.
Bit of hope.
There's hope. Okay, that's good to hear.
A shot.
Northern Minnesota, Washington State, California, Hawaii, Miami, Florida, Boston. Awesome. Thank you so much, Spirits. Appreciate you. Oh, that was garbled. So I do, just so you all know that it's, today we have like weird weather for Washington. It was really hot. Phoenix, Arizona. So it's still currently like 70 some odd degrees inside my house, even with, so you will hear a fan probably in the background. Thank you, Carrie Lou, for the heart me. Thank you. So you'll probably hear that. So hopefully you'll hear this more than that, but it's too hot for my children without the fan. So I do apologize if that's loud. Well, hello, Faye Elliott, and welcome in. Glad to have you here. I hope that you enjoy your visit. Just so everybody knows, this is a safe place. Oh, you're Carrie Lou's. Awesome. Welcome in. Carrie Lou's amazing. Is 75 in your house? Mine too. It was a nice day, though. I do appreciate the sunshine. But it was here. I don't know about you, Carrie Lou, but here it was super, super humid because we had nonstop rain for a week and then boom, 77 degrees. Your house is cold. Oh no. Are you gonna make that light up? Since you're right over it, I can. So I do feel okay. This is the weird sensation that I may have sitting here. Is I can feel
Going into defense.
I can feel the coldness in this section right here. So this might be an interesting thing for me. We're gonna try this out, see how it goes. People were saying, "Oh, okay,
Liz.
enjoy. Love you, get good." But they were saying that it would benefit them to see as I'm reading to see my face. So I thought, Joy, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you for the galaxy. You're so amazing. I appreciate you, sweetie.
I'm sure you.
I do hope you get good rest. And everybody give Paranormal Joy a follow. She is thank you for the K2. She is a psychic medium badass lady. I tell you, I love her. And her family, they do paranormal investigations as well. So if you'd all give Miss Joy a follow, I would appreciate you greatly if you aren't already following her because she's amazing. I'm sure most of you are probably following her already.
Oh.
It won't let me pin you, Joy. I'm sorry. I don't know why it won't let me pin you. You're welcome, sweetie. I hope you get good rest. Oh no, Mel. Oh no.
This evening.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for giving her a follow. I appreciate you all. She's amazing.
New job.
A new job? Who's getting a new job?
Busy.
Hopefully it's me. I need a new one.
What do you want?
Who's getting the new job? Can you tell me the name of the person who's getting a new job?
It's the election.
She is good, Faye. Absolutely. Did it say Daisy? Katie says she needs a new job. Is that who you're talking about?
Your mind.
King up.
King up.
Not monkey.
That's the thing. And when I do Estes, I always have someone taking notes. It does help. You need a new job, too? Me too. But I am headed kind of towards your guys' way in June, Carrie Lou. I have a wedding that I was invited to in Umatilla, and I'm going to go to the Tri-Cities area and probably come back that way towards you to go home. You're close to quitting your current job. Not tonight, just tonight's reading night, but Friday night for sure we'll do some
About the springs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let me see. I need to see who's in here as far as mods go. Because I know Tony most likely will not be in because he's enjoying the Vegas Strip, which I am so happy he's doing that. I wasn't watching. I don't know how many of you went over there. Hey, Juliet, how are you, darling? Welcome in. All right. So, Spirit, we need to do roll call if that's okay with you. I need to know how many spirits are currently here that would like to communicate with us this evening, aka morning. Can you give me a number, please?
4.
You just said there's 4. There are 4. Is 4 correct? If it is, can you light up this REM pod for me with the red light?
There'll be.
Pretty sure no.
Bad things happen.
No, we're not going to do bad things.
Please.
Nope. Love and light only. We're not gonna do anything that's low vibrational here tonight. Sorry. Now, if you need help because something's happening to you, that's a different story. I'll help you as best as I can.
Yeah.
But obviously,
Yeah, I heard.
Oh,
All right, so you said there's 4, correct? Pretty sure that's what I heard. There's 4.
top.
Look up top. Are you gonna do something fancy?
Places by the
So I do have, just so you guys are all aware, I made it to where you guys can see most of the equipment. So I do have a cat ball right here next to this ghost. And then I have another one here. And then I have the REM pod. And then I have another cat ball here, a K2 meter. And then I have a K2 meter here and a cat ball right here in front of this ghosty. So that way they can use those.
announce.
Can your spirit guides come through the REM pod? Yeah, if they want to, they absolutely could. Most times, they will try to talk to you through clear eyes or something of the like. But yeah, they can do that. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Lindy. All right. So, you want to make me laugh? I could use a good laugh. Today was a long day. I could certainly use a good laugh. Absolutely, Jess. No problem. I don't think any question, and I want everybody to know this, never feel silly asking me a question. Okay?
Champion here.
I don't know everything. I'm going to be honest. I'm human. I'm not all-knowing. But if I have the answer for you, I'll certainly give it to you. And if I don't have the answer for you, I'll do my best to try to get Spirit to answer for us. They're not show ponies that they do what they want, you know. But
That was the place. Pickles.
all right, hey, Spirit, can you read this right here? What
They
Lindy
know.
just put? She said Thomas, Dad, Eldon, right? She says her birthday was the 21st, and happy birthday, darling.
Not a man.
Knock knock in the spirit box. I've never had him say knock knock in the spirit box. I have had him knock on the door while I was live. They've done other wild things like also they tell jokes, which are usually sexual innuendo jokes.
Well, they.
I thought I heard that too, darling, but I wasn't sure. So the kind of questions that I ask Faye, if you type it in chat, and it's not okay. So this is the one thing, just due to liability purposes. I don't do pregnancy questions. I don't do anything that has to do with health. Spirit sometimes will bring through information regarding health, which is fine. But I myself do not take those questions because, you know, that's what doctors are for.
All the rest of it.
And so, and I do work in the health field. I am a nurse. So for me, it's like you need to consult your doctor. And not only that, I'm going to be honest with you. Ghosts, spirits, whatever you want to call them, are... How do I explain this? Not always correct with their information. Sometimes they will pretend things just to get the attention. Sometimes they will actually give factual information. So I would never want you to take it for a complete correct answer when it could be either or. Hey Ricky, how are you? I hope you're well.
Why not conceive?
So I will ask any question. I just, you know, I'm not going to ask if I'm pregnant or anything that has to do with health. If you're having a major health issue, I always suggest you to go to a doctor. If you're wondering if you're pregnant, also go to a doctor. The other thing is I don't answer when will I die questions because we need to not focus on that. We need to focus on today in the present and living life to the fullest. So those are the other things that I made. Is there a John or JP here for Juliet? You're welcome. You're very welcome.
All revenue.
Hold up, Jess. What do you mean by the bad things. I don't want to say that word because sometimes I get bananaed. What do you mean by that? Spirits too, Rob. Yeah. Katrina, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. All right, so spirits, you were touching that REM pod when it first started. Let me ask you a question. Am I too close up and personal? Now, I have the phone far enough back that it's not going to affect any of this. So I made sure it wasn't too close.
Filled with butter.
Thank you for the heart, me. I appreciate it. Number 103 member on the team. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. All right, so spirits, let me know. Am I too close to your area? If you want me to move and you don't want me sitting here, I want to respect that for you. You have to think about it. That's cool. Think about it. I'll give you time. Hey, Jen. How are you?
Article.
Thank you, Ricky, for the roses. You're amazing.
Speak with her, please.
What do you say?
Business, just.
Thank you for the heart, me. I really appreciate you. All right, so I did kind of doze off a little bit, so we're kind of, my meditation was a really quick one. So I fell asleep in the middle of it. See, even I, guys, fall asleep during meditation. It can happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone. All right, power. Who's got the power? So right now, I'm not feeling anything here. Oh. Kind of keep an eye in this area. I think I just seen like what appeared to be a shadow go this way. Right above my head here by the REM pod. It looked like it started here and went this way. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Attention.
Oh no, Anthony, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're more than welcome to take screenshots. I do have a Discord with the same name, Truly Angelic, capital T, capital A. Feel free to send any screenshots that you have anything. I would really appreciate that in my Discord. But yes, you're more than welcome. All right.
America, yeah.
America, yeah. Are you from Britain? Because you sound
professional.
I'm a professional. When I'm at work.
2000.
I wouldn't really call it professionalism here.
Oh.
We're being chased by a lion. In a dream, a lion means someone that's above you, like a boss, or someone who intimidates you, or so I don't know how work's going, but interesting. Hey, Rebecca. I'm good. How are you, darling?
Come into effect.
What's coming into effect? A gorilla at a train station. I had a King Kong dream one time. Very interesting. Hi, Silkobit. How are you?
5 at the
You're okay? Good. Okay.
minutes past.
Oh, shoot.
Do what?
Okay. I don't have my dream book out right now, otherwise I'd grab that.
Thomas Smith.
Jen knows where my dream book is. It's been in the closet forever. Okay.
Running trains.
All right. I'm going to cleanse real quick. I don't know why, but I'm feeling the need to do that. So I'm gonna ring these.
It's Wednesday.
Because it is Wednesday. You are correct. It is Wednesday. You lost 2 days. Wow, Anthony. Crazy. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cleanse. If you're wearing headphones or earbuds, protect them because this could be loud. It may not be, but it could be. I'm gonna ring it 3 times. It's Tuesday for you. Here it is after midnight, so it is indeed Wednesday for me. I do have Discord.
We'll
Same
just
name
change.
is here, capital T and capital A. Feel free to add me on Discord if you'd like. I don't have a channel going on there yet. The person who's helping me do that just had surgery, so I'm waiting for that person. Yes, I'm the lady of the house. Thank you for asking. What can I do for you? But the person who's helping me just had surgery, so I want him to recover.
Okay, and
Katie, I do that too.
Hey, Josh.
If I haven't slept, technically it's still Tuesday, right? That's how I look at it. All right, here we go.
find out why this is 10.
No, I'm not going to do 10.
I know.
I just heard one of them say, geez.
Why did they not?
Why did they knock? What do you mean? What?
Okay, so
Hey, Pat, welcome in.
inflation.
You woke up all sweaty. Inflation. Is there going to be...
aisle.
Why are you speaking about inflation? We're all aware things are going to get expensive. They already are.
5 to not.
Numbers.
Their numbers.
And the code.
Thank you. Yeah, feel
They-
free, guys. If anything that you hear on... right now I'm using Ghost to
I
Vox.
can always.
So anything that you hear, feel free to put it in chat. Too much to drink. Okay, Pat.
And I see that
You see them? Do you see the chat right here? Can you say a name for me that you see here on the chat?
By John. Officer.
By John, officer.
Smell from.
Can you tell me a name here, please?
He's still. Commentary.
Oh no, Pat.
Number the code.
By John is the saying. I've never heard of by John, but I've heard by George. Close enough.
Bigger than
You woke up when I went live?
club to.
So John is also a person that is close to me from the past that comes in here often. Hey, Sin, thank you so much for the heart, me darling. I hope you're good.
The chief exec.
Spirits, do you see this right here?
Betty McQuine.
See what this says? Can you say that for us?
It's private.
I don't know why it's not letting me pin.
improving and the
Thank you, Ricky. Appreciate the heart, me. I'm okay, Sin. Thanks. I hope you're great. Thank you for the follow.
vacancy.
It's private. Okay.
So if the
All right. All right. I feel kind of like
On those
you're Lewis. Hello, Lewis. Nice to meet you. I'm Carly. Lewis, can you tell us how old you are?
and for
Ferguson to be, and then they
Anthony, do you want to come up and talk about the dream with the spirits to see if it's like
Ways to.
anything specific or no?
this
I just want to offer that to you just in case.
era 4.
I heard a number, but I don't think it was him answering me. All right, come on up, Anthony. Let's see.
then that led
Say Pat, spirits.
buying store
Can you say Pat?
In 6 months.
Good morning.
Morning. I'm sorry you had a nightmare.
Oh, that was wicked.
Yeah, I don't like.
I actually just had it. I just coming out of it.
available.
I I had a dream I was at an amusement park or something, and I had like a close call with one amusement park, like situation that it was like a near miss. Then I went to go look at another one, but the lion's leashes were too long, and I went to go to the side to go walk away from it, but one of the lions started to attack me, and it bit into my hand.
Well, that is.
And took two of my fingers, and then somehow it lost one of its front paws. I grabbed it trying to use it as a weapon, but it kept chasing me with one of its legs missing, and it chased me up on a picnic table.
From it.
And kept attacking me even though it was hurt. Like I was defending myself against this lion, even though the lion got hurt in the process, and it kept coming at me even though it was injured. I was fighting a freaking lion. Oh my gosh.
We know you're here. He said we're here. Spirit, what do you think about that dream? Is there something that Anthony should know regarding the dream?
The mental health.
Grayson.
It's a crazy dream.
Folks here, I'm sure.
Yeah, I woke up totally sweat, like I'm soaked from head to toe. It is cold in here.
So they just said that was a crazy dream. Okay. Is there a meaning behind the dream?
Wolves respond.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was telling him earlier. It can also mean a boss, like at a work, someone that
I'm unemployed.
Please say.
do what?
I'm unemployed at the moment.
Yeah.
Veteran.
I have a book of dream meanings. It's over 12,000 meanings. I gotta see if I can find something.
Oh, do you see that? Do you see that right there? What Kid Molly said? Being bitten by a lion in a dream can indicate that someone or something is trying to harm you or your goals.
That would explain my TikTok, that every time I go into a TikTok with me on it, they're hitting with substance abuse, and they struck down one of my lives.
Money.
Yeah.
I'm getting, basically, somebody's hitting me with the same policy in every single video I make, well, if I'm in it.
Interesting.
That was his shot.
He just said that was Sean. Hello, California. Welcome in.
Jason.
Use extra protection. Yeah.
Spoke about plant.
Talk about what?
Enjoy.
Hello.
Will be.
That man just said hello to me in a very deep voice.
Should meet my.
Thank you for the heart me. Yes, I'm live. So my friend Anthony just had a dream about the lion, and I know you heard about it. Is there anything that you would like to tell him? Or think that he should know regarding this dream?
Pint.
He just said have a pint.
Yeah, I would too. I had
Himself. I prefer.
Talk about friends
He had it.
or planes. Okay.
Well, before that, I've had 4 dreams about working somewhere in a very dark place, but I can see the silhouette of the room, but it's very dark and very not illuminated. That was the same dream 4 nights in a row.
About the lion or about working in the dark?
Working in the dark. Like, whatever I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. It's just that all I can see is myself working in, like, boxes of food or something. Mm-hmm. And then, like, I see the silhouettes of other, like, things I packed in the background, but the room's so dark that it's like I'm surrounded in darkness.
Wow.
And that's I had that dream 4 days in a row.
Are you actively looking for a job at the moment?
Actually, I think I got one. I'm going to follow up the drug test and all that today.
Oh, okay.
I've never had a dream about being attacked by anything in my dreams before.
More.
So I have had dreams about being attacked by lions, but by the end of the dream, they were tamed. They didn't bite me like what happened occurred with you. So that sounds like what Kismoli had put in there, because I'm sure she looked that up for the dream meaning.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now because I do have one of my books are dream interpretations, but it's got 12,000 meanings in it. So I'm trying to see if it has
Alexander.
Insurance.
Insurance.
Maybe I need insurance.
Hopefully not for a lion bite to the hand.
Yeah, it was weird. He got my hand. He took 2 of my fingers.
Yeah. Hi, Julie.
But even though I was hurt and so was the lion, we were still like he was trying to eat me, but I was still fighting him off.
So, question: was the lion? It wasn't injured by you, right? It was already injured.
No, I don't know. I actually don't know how it lost its front paw.
Okay.
Its left foot.
Charity.
Hi, Gina.
But apparently the leash the lions were on was too long, and that's how it was able to get to me, because I didn't know I was in its wheel span of that leash.
Spread.
Fireflies put an equal. So someone who's a peer to you. Kind of like a peer. Yeah.
So I found the lion representation. It's longer than I thought, but to dream of a lion suggests of great forces driving you. If you subdue the beast, you will be victorious in any I can't even read the word. But apparently, if you subdue the beast, I didn't subdue the beast. We were defending on equal terms. We were both injured, and somehow I was able to defend myself. The weird thing is when he clawed me, now I know what a cat like that would actually feel like. That was the intense part of it.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for that.
If it overpowers you, then you will be successful attacks from enemies. In this case, it wasn't a successful attack because I was defending myself back. To see a caged lion indicates that your success depends on your ability to cope with the opposition.
Good season.
To see someone controlling a lion, no, that ain't it.
The hind head.
Dreaming of a young lion, hinting towards a new enterprise. It was a young lion. It wasn't a full-grown lion, but I knew it was a lion. Dreaming of a young lion hints to a new enterprises, which will bring success and prosperity to your attention. He didn't roar. He only growled.
Elbows,
So that's interesting. So it sounds like there might be some
Suddenly.
opposition that's going to happen. And they're telling you to get extra protection going on. That's what it sounds
If
like.
you see a lion looming over you, he wasn't looming, he was more actually, showing his teeth. Yeah, he was doing that. If you see a lion looming over you, showing his teeth, snarling, which he was, you are threatened with defeat in your rise to power. You're being threatened to defeat by the rise of your own power. Dreaming of a lion's... No, I don't have the dream of a lion skin.
former England.
Hear what? No, I missed it. What was it, Firefly? Sorry.
It's just a key.
That was something else. Whoa.
Football.
Hi, Den Boy.
I
Welcome
wonder
in.
if I got one for animal attack.
Everybody give Den Boy a follow. Wonderful paranormal investigator out of the UK. Does really awesome investigations. Hi, Mandy. Welcome in.
You know what's weird is that I have a Leo moon and a Leo north node. Being attacked by a lion is very interesting.
Yeah, it is actually. Especially if it's a north.
Anxiety. You know what? In the whole entire thing, I wasn't anxious. Even though I wasn't scared, but I was fighting this damn animal.
Well, it sounds to me like there might be some opposition from up here that's going to give you a little bit of trouble. If you weren't afraid, then you have confidence. So I think that it should be okay, but I think that you need to. So it was warning you of a.
Somebody's coming at me, and I think that's who I think it is.
So, hey Taz, welcome in.
Yes.
Yeah, his guides definitely have his back.
Leveled up.
Good night, Sarah. I hope you have a good rest. Sleep well.
I think if that's the truth, that I have a possibility. I think I know who it could have been.
Okay.
It's another tarot reader.
All right.
And unfortunately, she is not on this actual app. She's on another one.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. She's not on this app. She's what?
She's not on this app. She's on another app, but she's somebody that absolutely destroyed me 4 years ago. She's the reason I had a spiritual awakening in the first place.
I know who you're talking about. This person's a Scorpio, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'm getting a warning she's about to come back and I'm going to have to defend myself a second time.
Oh, Lordy. I think they warned you that. What was that back in December, too, didn't they?
It was in October.
Oh, was it in October?
The other person, no, we reconciled.
That's
The
what
one
I said.
you're talking about, we actually reconciled.
Okay. All right. I remember now.
This is the person 4 years ago that caused me to go into financial ruin and destroyed my entire life from the ground up.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm good, Taz. How are you? And I don't know why it didn't come through. You said when you were typing in the PC, nothing came through? That's odd. Okay. Beware, we're in an eclipse and a Venus retro. Yeah. Thank you for the cake. I love cake.
I so never, ever.
Oh, hold up. You thought you heard a growl about 20 minutes ago?
Thank you for the roses.
Interesting. Yeah, thank you all for gifting Anthony. Appreciate
I'm looking to see if there's a such thing as anything about animal attacks.
So 20 minutes ago would have been almost midnight. Can someone timestamp midnight and DM me, please? Just DM me midnight timestamp and I'll know what you mean.
What?
So like say midnight timestamp growl or something. Is that what you said? Did you hear that? Because you heard the growl?
I'm sure.
Oh shoot. I didn't hear the growl, guys. And he's talking about a lion, right? And then you guys heard a growl before I cleansed. So he was talking about it in chat. No? It was separate tasks? Hey, Dark, welcome back. Correct. So it was before he came in. Okay, Taz. Interesting. So they're saying there was a growl about 20 minutes ago before you came in. What they heard.
Yeah, that's when I would have been having the dream. And that's when I was defending myself. I was still asleep when you guys popped, when I woke up.
Incapacity.
I like the ghost is playing the organ. That's funny.
Right.
Statement.
Thanks for price moment. It sounded like a Chewbacca. Ooh, interesting. So right here, that's where I seen it earlier. So thank you for letting me know. 1223 timestamp. Yeah, I seen it earlier. It came from the lion, went through here like this, down, and went over. So that was very interesting. Awesome.
Fancy.
Thank you, Dark Chaser.
Evening.
Appreciate you. Very kind of you.
Evening.
Evening.
Do
So
you
what
want me to
is?
drop down?
That's up to you. I was just going to ask you a question. So, does anything in that dream book say anything about losing two fingers?
Right now I'm looking because I looked up animals and it's a good sign, but it says that if it's not a good sign, to look up explicit animal to see if that's what I'm looking for now.
Oh, okay.
Like it's something about explicit animals. But I'm half awake and trying to use a dictionary.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, which hand was it, Anthony? Was
My
it your
left hand.
Your left?
It was my pinky and my ring finger got ripped off.
Oh gosh.
It was weird because you know what? That's something odd.
Okay.
My pinky and my left finger, but the line was hurt on its left arm. It lost its left arm. Well, I lost two of my fingers. It lost its whole left arm.
So both of you, it's a left side injury.
Yeah, we both were hurt on both at the same side.
Thank you, Sin, for the roses. Appreciate you. Spirit, is there something that he needs to know? Can you answer that for us? I think you're on track, though. I think you know who it is.
But it was weird because, like, I climbed up on the picnic table to get away from the lion, and it climbed up there with one missing leg. So I was more shocked that it climbed the picnic table.
Oh, whoa. Do you read what Fireflies just wrote?
Left hand is also fingers when you're getting married.
Yeah, it was a young lion. He said it wasn't a fully grown one.
No, it was an immature, like a teenager lion. His mane wasn't even fully developed yet. That's odd that I paid attention to that in the dream, that it wasn't a fully grown lion.
Yeah.
That's Sasha.
Well, I don't know when I was reading that, but I also just heard the word envy. There's envy going on. And envy is a form of jealousy, so it can create bitterness.
Okay.
I just heard them say Pete. Thank you for the paper crane, Dark Chaser. Appreciate you. Thank you. It sounded like it asked if envy. Okay. Yeah, because Spirit just told me envy. So,
She would be envious. I'm doing something that she can't do.
yeah, I feel like that it's definitely envy that's creating the problem.
Oh, wow. I just had a weird thought.
What was that?
Cool.
So it's going to be a little for people to believe it. You ever hear of twin flame journey?
Yes.
Me and this girl are me and her were twins. We both went into tarot at the exact same time, so we ended up mirroring each other. She's on one platform, I'm on this one. Me going into lives and doing my own lives when I'm doing my readings is something she cannot do because she's riddled with anxiety and what people think about her. Where I'm not intimidated by that at all. So I wonder if she's envious because I took another step forward.
And is she aware that you did this and she's not on this platform?
Well, we've been kind of sort of stalking each other for years now.
Gotcha. I know how the twin flame thing works. So
Yeah, the feeling. As my guy starts singing the song, I'll be watching you. Whoa.
That's funny.
I did not find. It says to look up explicit animal, so I did, and it's not here.
Aside.
That's weird, Taz. I don't know why it's doing that. That's strange.
I think the one other thing I think is strange. When I woke up, I was drenched in sweat. It's cold in here, and I only got one blanket.
What's that?
So Firefly says, and I agree with her on this one. So the coming back part, you can make your choices, right? With a twin flame, you don't have to accept that, but be aware between now and mid-April.
I wonder if that's a warning to me, because this Mercury retrograde has done everything they say that would happen in a Mercury retrograde has happened to me. This Mercury retrograde, I've already had 2 people I cut off come back. One of which I had to defend myself and block her again, and the other one I reconciled with. And unfortunately, all 3 of them are Libras.
And so,
Crazy.
No offense.
Over here, huh? Yeah, I know. I'm seeing a bunch of movement up here too. So if y'all want to screen record or like take a screenshot to see if you see anything right in this area, because I'm seeing it too. Thank you, Janet. Appreciate that. Hey, maybe
I just found out that Venus just went retrograde in Aries.
Yeah.
And anybody that has like relationship situations where they're on like faulty foundations or any of that, it's going to come crashing to the ground. Then you got Mercury retrograde, and it's going to totally screw up communication. So people's relationships are about to just fall apart. That's what those 2 combinations going to do.
Well, I thank God I'm not in a relationship, but I have had exes bug me the past week. And that K2 just blipped right here a little bit.
I saw that too. That time, I gave up on looking in the book until I wake up a little bit.
America's.
I don't think I'll forget the dream because it was pretty intense.
And Thunderchild, you're right. He is good at what he does, and it can intimidate others who don't have the strengths that he has. So I agree with you there. Yeah.
Even if it was a projection. Because technically speaking, she made a fake profile, and at the time she made the fake profile, she was talking to me through DMs. And wanting to only talk about my own spiritual downloads that I was getting. Which I unfortunately told her about the little girl with the blue eyes and yellow hair and the white skin. And what she said about her. About her karma was going to be something that she would have to deal with, but she wouldn't know about it until the end of her life cycle. And what she was going to receive as penance.
So that sounds like someone was fishing.
Already.
Yes. Which I'm new to social media, so I didn't know that at the time.
This one up here.
Spirit, can I ask you a question?
Ooh, the Queen Mary. Nice.
I don't know if they can hear me.
They can hear you.
Who is the little girl that talked to me about the 2 people that she told me about their karma, and I had to make a choice to save them or let karma hit them?
They just laughed.
20.
Phil?
100.
So they laughed and they said 20 nuts. And then film, and then she just said back off.
Men have been a...
There must be some.
It sounded like... I'm not going to say what that sounded like.
Hey, business owner.
Hey, business owner.
So does this business owner get the cash? Yeah, Anthony, I'm just feeling like it's an envious thing.
Also-
like there's some envy going on because they want to be at your level. And for whatever reason, I mean, this person could. So I don't know about being your level, but they could be the level they need to be because everybody's different, right? Everybody reads differently. Everybody.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's some envy going on there. Yeah, to answer your question, whenever Venus is in retrograde, that can be for everyone. It's not just Aries. But if you have Aries placement, right, then it can be a little bit more intense sometimes for you. Aries, and what was the other sign? Oh goodness, why can't I see? Yeah.
That's just one.
Like,
So,
for instance, I can use this as an example. Right now, Mercury's retrograde in my second house. In my second house, it's actually it's devastating my financial house right now, and it's actually doing that. And it also brought back past people from the past that I haven't talked to in months.
Yeah, unfortunately, this week I've heard from a couple exes. I'm like,
I can't say they're exes, but they're people that I was associated with for a long time.
1 million.
let me think about it, Sin, because for some reason I'm not able to remember. I know it's Aries, and I think it's Scorpio.
It's 13.
Aries and Scorpio.
If that's true, that means that this is Scorpio. That's
Yeah,
I'm thinking. If that dream's about a lion, that would be her and where she's at right now.
Wow. Well, I would tread lightly with her.
Yeah, well, I can understand why my guides taught me how to defend myself, because she's not just a tarot reader.
I remember you telling me that, and so extra protection probably would be a good idea at this time.
Yeah, I might want to do a cleansing. Sounds like a good idea to me.
Your son's a Scorpio. I have a daughter who's a Scorpio as well.
Oh.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Annika. Appreciate you, darling.
Oh, that's one way to wake up. I'm up now.
It's like an alarm clock.
Yeah.
Valerie,
That happens a lot with you, Carly.
say that again.
This happens with you a lot. I have weird dreams that wake me up, or I'll hear songs in my dreams, and you'll go live.
I'm trying to figure out why that is.
Alarm clock, maybe?
I guess. I don't know.
Because remember, there's a couple times where I asked what spirit woke me up.
Okay, so I don't know. I cannot remember. I don't know if you ever told me the name of this person, but is the Scorpio's name start with an S as well?
No, it starts with a J.
So who do you know that the name that starts with an S and it's a female?
Samantha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm being told just be careful with that person as well.
Okay.
And not because I think that they're deliberately going to do anything, but partially because bad habits are hard to break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, TT. Thanks for the likes, everybody. Appreciate it. We're at 37.4K. You guys are amazing. Gosh, I haven't even been live too long, and you guys have already got
Fight now.
We're gonna fight now, it said.
That
That
is
a WWE sound. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What the heck?
That was a good one, Spirit. I like that one.
That's funny. You almost did. You almost had WWE SmackDown going on.
Well, that was insane, man.
He just said insane.
Dramatic.
Yeah, I seen that, Katie. Save up.
Immediately then.
Much more by.
Two
I've
sons.
been getting the vibe about saving every dime that I have, so that makes sense.
Okay.
That way.
Or say, OBs.
So now that I can actually read that word I couldn't read before because my eyes were all groggy,
Right.
If a dream of a lion suggests a force is driving you. If you subdue the beast, which I was fighting with it, you will be victorious in an engagement. If it overpowers you, then you will be open to successful attacks from enemies. So in that case, the fight was like a draw. We were both hurt.
Right. So I think what it's telling you then, based off of everything that you've read and what I'm hearing, there's going to be a little bit of a moment of needing more protection, but in the end, you're going to be okay.
Mhm.
But be aware, you know. He's
Carly.
a trailblazer. Yes, this is Carly. What can I do for you? Sin, yeah, you can come up and ask. I'm sorry, I missed it, darling. Feel free to. Can you hit the multi-guest for me? Because it's not letting me invite you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Years ago.
Years ago?
Okay, this is completely like not really on the topic, but there's that little ball in the back there that's changing colors.
This one?
Yeah. Has it been doing that the whole time?
Okay, I'm not
You,
where I can touch that. And, oh, that cat ball went off, and now the K2's just flickered.
Oh, okay. Hi, spirits. No, but like I don't. Okay, so all of a sudden I just noticed that it was on, and I'm like, wait, has that thing been on the whole time?
It has.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
But
was.
it rotates in color, so like it will. So that's probably why you didn't notice it before, because it was probably on white, and that's what my little ghost here is.
Yeah.
It's been rotating.
Okay, I was like, wait, because like when I saw it, it was red, and then it started changing colors, and I was like, has it been going off the whole time?
It has.
Oh, thank you for that donut. Thank you, Lens. All right, I'm gonna go down. I just wanted to ask because I was like, hold on.
You're good.
The
No
other thing
worries.
that,
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good luck with your dream.
well, the other thing is, remember I told you it wasn't a full-grown lion? Dreaming of a young lion, young lions hint towards new enterprises which will bring success and prosperity to your attention. It wasn't a full lion.
Interesting. You're welcome, son.
Country.
Spirit, we're not done, sweetie. Hang on. So that's interesting. So I guess you're going to be okay in the long run. It's just preparing you for the battle.
Yeah.
So you see an orb up here. Can you tell me if is it above the green light, beside it? Where do you see that? Because I don't see it. Because right above it, you guys, is the lion's head. So let me show you real quickly. So see that right there, the lion's head?
I'm a nerd.
I'm a nerd. Story of my life. So right there's the lion's head. And then the K2. I don't know which side it is. So just above the K2. Okay.
Ellen.
Interesting. Welcome back, Pat.
Well, I will say that was very interesting. Not the perfect way to wake up. But most of the interpretations, it does say opposition, though.
Okay.
If the lion's perching above you, that means that the opposition is coming. But I was actually at higher ground looking down at it as it was climbing up.
Okay. So you have the high ground.
That's kind of that whole somebody's paying attention to me from the ground up.
Right, but when you have the high ground, you have the advantage. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Great.
Gotta love that book.
Yeah, that's a good book. What book are you reading?
It's 12,000 Dream Interpretations by Gustav Hoffman.
That's the one I have that's in the closet.
It's in the closet.
It's in my closet because, long story short, when I moved here, I put all my really good stuff in a box. And then I put it all in the closet. And then I was kind of fighting taking things out or not out. And then I'm afraid of spiders. And my closet has a lot of spiders. So I need to de-spider it first and then I'll grab it out. I don't do spiders. I know it's very. And you know what? I went on a shamanic journey, right? And what animal do you think I seen? A damn spider.
That's the webs of fate.
Yeah.
Spiders represent the webs of fate.
And I often see like spider out of the corner of my eye, like spiders, shadows.
So I'm gonna look something else up. It's a different book. It's about spiritual animals that you see in your dreams. I'm wondering if that has something to do with it.
Yeah, I would look that up for sure. All right, guys. Yeah, I need to just take care of it, to be honest with you. I have peppermint. So my dresser is in my closet, so I have a peppermint plant that I'm going to put in there, and hopefully that will make them all leave. And then I
got a dumb question, Carly. Do you know what element the lion represents?
Fire, isn't it?
That's what I would have thought too, but it's an earth spirit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's why I asked you. I was like, well, I assumed it would be fire, but it's not.
That's interesting. Right, Dirk? We're not afraid of spirits. We're not afraid of all these things, but we're afraid of little spiders.
Oh, so the lion appears when you're about to step in a leadership role.
Recently,
it means you are more visible and in the spotlight, and you need to take a dominant role in the situation. I just started going on lives.
True.
And takes
Lead, don't follow. In other words, maybe to be your own trail path. Don't do what everybody else is doing.
No, stay true to your path.
Dedicate. Don't do all the work. Delegate. Don't do all the work yourself. The lion also means to learn from the lioness. In the pride, the lioness is responsible for raising the family by looking at how the lioness multitasks. You can learn how to bring harmony to a work environment by teaching those you're responsible for how to work in the most productive manner. If the lioness comes to you, it shows you how to gain balance between work and home life. Lioness means that you're not being as productive as possible. Or the lion means that you're not being as productive as possible. You may be lying around or goofing off instead of doing the work you need to do. The lioness assists when you need an increase in personal power. It can help you relax and recharge by releasing nervous tensions, aggression, or anger. It can give you the courage and assertiveness to face problems head on or move around them. The lion also warns you of a situation that is getting out of hand or is threatening your personal and emotional strength.
Interesting.
Sounds like I got a drama on the way.
Sounds like it. I am so sorry to hear that for you, because I know that is the last thing you want to deal with.
Well, I knew it had to come sooner or later. My guy did warn about it.
Yeah.
This last 4 years has been nothing but prep for when she did show back up.
True. Hey, Alexa, welcome in, darling. Love you. That's my daughter, guys. Alex.
Agree.
Sorry?
Sorry to take over your live. I didn't mean to.
No. You're not taking over my live. First of all, we needed to get down to the nitty-gritty of that. So I'm glad that we're having this conversation. Also, it allows other people to learn. As we're learning about you, it allows them to learn. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. Alrighty, I'm going to drop back down into the comet land.
Okay, sounds good.
in cancer.
As soon as I figure out how to do that.
I'll do it for you.
Dig.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Rebecca, go ahead. I heard the 62, Katie. I have seen this blip a couple times. Spirit, are you in this vicinity? If so, can you make that light up again for me? Or make this catwalk go off again? No, Pat. She doesn't know anybody in here too well. Thank you, Julie, so much. I appreciate the roses and the hello bear and the lightning bolts and the big ones. Appreciate you.
Oh, I thought.
To look more into.
You will definitely know if you're on a twin flame journey, for the simple fact that, oh lordy, twin flames are a very difficult thing to go through. So you'll come together, and how it works. Yeah, those balloons are awesome. Thank you for the heart me. Thanks for all the gifts, guys. I appreciate you.
Right.
Thanks for the likes as well. Appreciate you all. You guys are amazing. But you're definitely gonna know, because there's gonna come a time where you guys separate, right? And you have to wait, and it's going to drive you nuts. It's absolutely going to, this person is always on your mind. You're always thinking about it. And there's going to be a chaser and there's going to be a runner. And so that's kind of twin flames. And I totally disagree with some people that say that it's always your forever person, because that's not the truth. A twin flame can be. However, 9 times out of 10, that ends up actually not being the case.
7.
But it is a very difficult journey. They're actually teaching you more about yourself and what to
Signal me.
And going down your path. Not only are they teaching you about yourself, but they're also teaching you. It's like a reflection. So the things that you don't like about them, they're kind of reflecting back to you, because they are your twin. You heard signal? Interesting. The twin flames can get complicated as all get out. Are you wanting back up, Anthony? Or did you accidentally click that? If you're wanting back up, I'll let you up, but
500,000.
so if you believe you are, and are you getting a lot of synchronicities and all that? Hey, Amber, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yes. Okay. Anthony wants to come up. All right.
If you were
all familiar. So funny. We're talking about twin flames, and they're saying all familiar.
That the only reason I asked to come back up is because you went on a twin flame journey conversation.
All right,
one of my guides had told me, what happens when you get two twin flames that instead of one being the runner, one being the chaser, they're both runners and they both run in the opposite directions?
They don't come back together if that's the case.
Oh no, it's coming full circle, but we were running from each other.
Now.
So usually with twin flames, there's usually a chaser and a runner. Now, if you're both running, that's because you both have things that you had to work on separately, I would say.
Yes.
at the party.
You are correct.
So that's the reason why that happens. 9 times out of 10, the reason why there's a runner is because they have something to work on. And the chaser is usually where they kind of need to be.
So I was a chaser for a while. Then I became the runner when I started realizing all the red flags.
Yeah.
Then I started running instead.
Yeah, and it can happen. Yes, Jess, you can switch positions in a twin flame journey. But I'm going to be honest. I don't envy anybody who's going through twin flame journeys. I don't envy it at all. It's hard. It's difficult. It's confusing. It's
the Chicken Little situation.
Yeah, it's very frustrating.
It's like having all these signs and synchronicities that hit you in all directions, and on top of that, you're trying to deal with a broken heart at the exact same time.
Yep.
Then you get to the bliss state. That's fun.
And it's also very hard to go on with your life when you guys are in that separation mode. So it's very hard for you to move on and do what you need to do to better. So it's kind of like a struggle because you're supposed to be elevating, right? And they're supposed to also be elevating where they're at. Well, it makes it even difficult for you to elevate because you're going through that heartbreak. It's just it's a horrible thing. It's not fun
it's all about-
to experience. And how do you know who your twin flame is? All these things that we're explaining, that's what you'll go through with them. They're always going to be in your head. You can't get over it. There's synchronicities everywhere about this person. I actually have a friend.
You will end up having like dreams multiple times a night of the same person, the same dream. It'll reoccur.
Yeah. And
Failed in the
9 times out of 10, you know that it's not a healthy situation, but you can't help yourself. You know what I mean? It's real difficult. It's really hard. It's almost like the best way to explain it is being in a toxic relationship without the added like stuff. It's just the way it is. It can get toxic. And then it can get really good too. So, but 9 times out of 10, there's a separation.
One thing I've learned in my own journey that I recognize now that I didn't recognize then, we were polar opposites. What I considered wrong, she considered right. And vice versa. I wouldn't sell myself short where she thought it was completely okay.
Yeah.
Because of morals and moral standings.
Yeah. Now there is also like there's a karmic soulmate as well, which sometimes people think is their twin flame, but it's not. They're just here to teach you a lesson, so they just create a lot of chaos and craziness, and that's a karmic soulmate that's different than a twin flame. So I just want you all to know that just because it's rough doesn't necessarily mean it's a twin flame.
The hardest thing about a karmic twin flame and a twin flame, you can't tell by energy. The energy is identically the same. You can easily confuse it by energy. The only way you could tell is a twin flame, even though you do the runner and chaser, it'll drive you to be your best version of yourself. A karmic twin flame will amplify your most toxic characteristics and bring them to the surface. And unless you're doing the healing, you won't know how to fix them. You won't even know you have them.
You will.
Yep. Hey, did you hear that? You will. Jen, I don't know if he's coming back, but I do think that you need to stand fast in your demands, because a lot of times the runner can. So here's what they do: they breadcrumb you a little bit too. You see what I'm saying? To keep you coming back, because
they gaslight you real good.
Oh, totally. Oh yes, a lot of gaslighting. And so it's like I said, it almost feels like a toxic relationship, or like they may have narcissistic tendencies. So a lot of people confuse it. But the thing is
We're gonna see it.
they'll breadcrumb you along the way, gaslight you along the way, and you need to really, the whole purpose of it is for you to gain your own self-confidence and to be able to level up. Now the problem is you're constantly thinking about them because you're having all these synchronicities going on, and they may act like they're not thinking about you, like they don't care, but they also are having those synchronicities and thoughts, and that's why they're breadcrumbing you and gaslighting you to get you to keep coming back, and then they'll toss you again, and then come back and toss. It's just this forever struggle.
It's like fly fishing, where the guy keeps whipping the thing out trying to grab fish.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. In the twin flame journey, no matter how bad they treat you, and this is the hardest part about it, is forgiving them for everything they did for yourself.
Forgiving them, so you don't want to hold it on, but you still should require non-toxic behavior from them. If they're not,
That's boundaries.
Yep, exactly.
Graceful.
Because if you let them continue to get away with it, they're just going to continue. It's a toxic trait.
Yeah, that's where your discernment has to come into play, and you need to check them when they come in again. Hey, I'm not taking this time. I'm willing to forgive you, but I'm not willing to forgive the fact that you think it was okay to go that far.
Yeah. And you're right, Terry. Forgiveness it can be hard. But if you look at it in the realm of, we're not forgiving them because their behavior is okay. We're forgiving them so we can move on and we can elevate. It's really for you. the purpose of the forgiveness. It doesn't make their actions okay. But if you look at it in a different perspective, what is this teaching me? What is the lesson here? That's
this little talk actually gave me some clarity. If that dream of that lion was attacking me, that means she's coming back bitter. That means she didn't do the work.
And I have a feeling that that's the case, because they did say, remember what I said earlier, envy is a form of jealousy which creates bitterness.
It's also a deadly sin.
It truly is. Yep. Radical acceptance. Yes, Jonah, exactly. So the thing is it's a very difficult path to walk through, and not everybody has a twin flame. See, everybody thinks everybody has one, but not everyone has chosen that in this lifetime. But with that being said, remember to keep elevating. I don't care who they are. I don't care how much you think about the person. I don't care how much grief and pain you go through, but remember, you are here to fulfill your life path, and we can't let those people hold us back by not forgiving them.
We can't.
The best thing you can do is forgive them for yourself, so that you don't hold grudges and it doesn't corrupt you from within.
No, because bitterness can then occur even in a good person, right? We all can become bitter if we allow something to eat away at us. So that's where the importance of forgiving that person. For example, my ex, who is not a twin flame, but my ex was very much a karmic relationship. It was horrible. The worst thing I've ever been through in my entire life. And I had to learn to accept that he is who he is, and there's nothing that I can do to change that person. That person literally made me dislike everyone. I didn't like people. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't even like myself. I had changed. I wasn't my normal person. And I had to come to a point where I may never get a sorry from that person, and I have to be okay with that. That person may never take accountability for their actions or the harm and the abuse that I endured while with them.
With an extra.
But it was also making me lose myself in the journey, right?
Yeah.
So I had to fight. And I have a wonderful friend in her named Jennifer, and she always talks about a phoenix. But it's literally what that is. You have to burn away and become anew again. You're getting through it. And that's where that forgiveness comes in. It's not saying that the behavior is okay. It's literally, yes, a rebirth, absolutely. It's not saying that behavior is okay, but what it is allowing you to do is to let go and to be able to grow again. So that's the importance of forgiveness. It's not okay to do what you did, but I have to accept that you may never take that accountability, and I have to let go and move on in order for me to find myself again and have that rebirth. So.
And one thing I want to add to that, there is many more false flames than there is a twin flame.
Yes.
Ah.
True.
Get number.
Unfortunately.
And so that means it can happen more than once,
Ukraine.
sadly.
Yeah.
So that's the sad thing. That's where those boundaries come into play, though.
So, one of the ways you can at least tell if it's a twin flame coming in or a false flame, there'll be a magnetic pull to that person that you can't explain. I'm losing my voice. Basically, it'll be like this magnetic pull, like you're drawn to them, like you're going to levitate right at them. Mm-hmm. And you'll at least know that it's either going to be a twin flame or it's going to be a false flame. More likely a false flame. But there's like a magnetic draw to them, like something you will not be able to explain.
And the important thing to remember is, in those situations, there's a lesson to learn there. So it's okay to go through that path. Do not be hard on yourself if later you say, why did I let myself go through all this? Why did I continue to be pulled in? So the truth of the matter is there was a lesson to be learned. A twin flame could be good or bad.
In my opinion,
They're usually good.
my twin flame, even though as much as I went through, was actually a positive on me.
So it was positive because it allowed you to do what?
It made me realize I was codependent. I was a people pleaser, bending over backwards, trying to contort myself to everybody else, putting them first before myself, and getting ran over in the process over and over and over again.
Which is that lesson I was talking about.
It's true.
Yep.
I didn't even know I was codependent from the previous relationship before it, because I didn't know I even had a problem with it.
Right. Well, that's because you did a lot on your own, even though, right?
Yeah, I've done, and I was able to overcome it. I was able to forgive her for her actions and my ex for my daughter's betterment, and we became friendly with each other, which provided a better atmosphere for my child.
Right. And it takes strength to do those things. It takes strength. It takes shadow work, guys. Shadow work is a very important thing. In order for us to be able to get better, we have to heal from these situations. And the only way we're going to do that is if we ourselves.
Can I ask you one thing?
Do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Because you went through the twin flame. When you were around your flame, did it make you feel impervious to, like, you could run through walls and shit? Like you were, I don't know. In my case, it felt like I was invincible.
Yeah, it does. It can make you feel invincible, and then at the same time, it will flip, and then it makes you feel like you can't do nothing for us.
Yeah, it's like being on a dopamine drug, and then all of a sudden, it's getting cut off, and you're slamming to the ground.
Yeah, it's a total confusion, clutter, confusion. But yes, you have that. Oh, I'm on top of the world. Can't get better than this, and then it just flips on you.
It's like a 90-degree turn. We're going down the hill now.
Right, Firefly, absolutely. Yep. Anthony, you are correct on that one. Absolutely. It can make you feel that way, and it's hard.
I actually wrote I drew a picture of when because I was getting really artsy back then. And all I did was do a roller coaster going up the hill. The hill was in the clouds. And I kept the thing I wrote was, when is this hill when am I gonna see the like a roller coaster, the backdrop?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, as high as we're getting, when is the drop coming? Because it always comes.
Yeah, it does. And Thunderchild, absolutely. So I really love that you said that, because I really want to highlight that. And Thunderchild, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says it harms us at first, but then we become stronger over it. Every trial and tribulation that you go through in life, you think about it in the moment that it's happening. 9 times out of 10, we think we can't do it. We think it's going to be rough. But if you look back on your life, like right now, whatever it is you're going through feels so overwhelming and so difficult to go through. But think about what you went through last year, the year before that, the year before that. You always find a way, one way or another. It may not be pleasant. It may not be easy, but you always find a way because you're here right now. So yes, anything that can create trials and tribulations for us, harms, pain, it actually is, think of it like a butterfly going into a cocoon or a phoenix being reborn. Same thing, because we become stronger from everything that we have endured in life. And if we look at it that way, we will come out on top. It won't be as bad of a struggle. It's just being able to flip that perspective and look at it in a psychological way and try to look at it at a different angle. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to not be okay in the moment, but don't.
It's okay to feel your feelings.
Yes,
don't bottle them up.
Remember, you deserve more, so you're allowed. Yep.
So one of the things my guides taught me when I was on my path was they showed me a picture of the human soul that was like standing in front, but it also showed 3 shards of that soul when you get that feeling like a sledgehammer hitting your spirit, and it shatters in 1,000 pieces. You're picking them up, you're gluing them all together, you're bringing yourself back together. but not all those shards. You miss some, and that's called soul fragmentation. And what that is basically they were showing me an image of a soul with 3 shards that were floating, like kind of like the main body, the soul, and it had 3 shards. And say the soul was the sun, and it had 3 planets rotating around that soul. Those are called soul shards. What they are is the 3 things you controlled most about you that you didn't want anybody to know. Now just got free and you can no longer control them. They act on their own accord.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's not schizophrenia. No, it's nothing like that.
Man.
And what happens is when they start acting on their own accord, they work with the main body.
Provided.
You can pull them in, from what my boss said, but I choose to let them stay freely, because if they become part of the main body, I'll start to control them again.
It's creating
Yeah. Faye, no, I haven't accepted you on Discord because I don't have a way to do that until I get off the live. I'm sorry. But I will definitely do it as soon as I'm done with the live. I usually go back in after I cleanse and pray and do all that stuff. Then I'll go in and accept everybody and follow people back that followed.
Sorry, it was a little complicated. It's just part of the part I remember.
Oh, you don't have to apologize. I think that this is very helpful for people to hear. I don't know, guys. Are you enjoying this conversation? Is it helping clarify some things that maybe you had questions about or curiosities? I think that this is always an interesting topic for a lot of people. All right, thank you, Faye. I appreciate you.
For sure.
Yeah, Firefly says yes. So.
By the way, sorry, Spirit. I know you want to talk. I'm not trying to be rude.
Yeah. Okay. All right. No, I think the twin flame thing, and I know, like, my friend and I, Jen, who is in here, and she's kind of given her thoughts about this as well. This has been something that has been, I don't know why, but like the last 5 years, it's just been more of a struggle because, especially for her, I feel so bad for her because the synchronicities are nonstop. She can't get this person out of her mind if she tried. And she's trying to move on, right? And I'm trying to encourage her. And how hard is it to encourage someone that's no matter what? I mean, it got so to the point, okay, she came here to visit me because she lives in Florida. And we're driving, and now I'm seeing her synchronicities as we're going down the road.
I have someone that has that as well.
So it's like,
I got a friend that you know how you get your downloads?
Yeah.
She'll hear my downloads if I'm on the phone with her.
Oh, wow.
She's the only person I've met that happens with.
That's interesting. I mean, it's possible, but it's still interesting that she can hear them as you're getting them.
Because there was one reading I was doing for a personal reading, and I was looking at the moon at the time I was doing the reading, and my guy started singing a song, and I said, I am absolutely not singing that song for her. And she goes, what, this song? And then starts singing the song that I refuse to sing.
No, I never once thought you were making it up because I myself have been through something similar. I just know what they told me about that particular situation for you. So I was trying to give you understanding and encouragement during that moment. But this person isn't learning their lesson, unfortunately, and they're not working as hard as you are. So
yeah. So one of the other things my guides told me, and it's something that's resonated with me and it helped me accept the journey a lot easier, was what does God do when you got one twin that did the work while the other one decides to go karmic? Because that's how my guides explained that's how a karmic is born, is when they actively choose not to do the work.
Yeah.
So what does God do with the one that actually does the work?
So I wish I had that complete answer for you. I don't know the complete answer. What I could say with that is that we have free will, right? So they have the right to choose that at any point. What would happen in that point is the person who wasn't putting in that effort and not doing what they needed to do didn't learn the lesson they needed to learn from that agreement, right?
They end up in a karmic relationship.
Exactly.
The person that did the work, what happens is God will place another twin that did the work, and they'll eventually walk into each other's paths by just pure coincidence.
Yeah.
It's not really coincidence. I mean, God's playing puppet master up there and making sure that those people run into each other.
Yeah, because they have to do the work. They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all,
1975. Or does that say 13? I cannot read, apparently. I just seen someone say, how do I get onto your Discord? All you have to do is go add me on Discord. And that's the exact same name as what I have here, the Truly Angelic with a capital T and the A. And then once I get off the live, I can go in and I can accept your request. To you, the twin flame should become one. That happens on occasion, but it doesn't happen as often as one would think.
Yes, I actually know the percentage of that. I'm not going to say it out loud.
Because it's actually discouraging.
Yes, it is.
It's very discouraging.
You know another thing that Twin Flame Journey helped me with? I was an introvert. The Twin Flame Journey switched me into an extrovert.
I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
And it actually brought me onto social media because if I was still an extrovert, I didn't even have Facebook.
Yeah.
But
well, and then too, here's the thing about the Twin Flame Journey as well. Is it so that's you explaining that it does make us go in deep and because it's a reflection, right? They're a mirror to us. So it makes us look at our reflection and we see the things we don't like in them. And so then it allows us to work on those situations for ourselves. So it's very, very easy. Hey,
it's because we're mirrors to one another. That's why.
Yeah. Taz, I can see you. I see the test. I see you. But yeah, the whole thing, guys, it's I do not envy people who are going through that situation. It's not an easy road. There's forks everywhere you go.
Oh, I like to call them landmines.
It's rough. It's really rough.
It's like you stand on a landmine, all of a sudden there's an explosion, and then you wonder where it came from.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't. It's not a fun. It's not a fun journey, but in the end, you definitely are going to elevate if you put your work in. In the end, you're going to have more confidence. Like he said, he was an introvert. Now he's kind of more of an extrovert. It will bring the better you out, and that's the whole purpose of this journey is for you to be better than you were before. But you definitely have elevated, Jen. 100% have you elevated. It took you, your twin flame journey took you from being a scared, afraid to do things differently to look at you now. You do everything. Like, you go places by yourself. You enjoy life. You don't have to worry about that codependency. You don't have to worry about being afraid. It's allowed you to make yourself healthier, right? So it has a purpose. There's a purpose behind it that will be ultimately, if you do your work and do that inner work, it will make you better in the long run. But it's just a hard road. It's such
it's a very bumpy road with a lot of potholes.
Yeah. In the end, it's great, but it takes a while.
Let's put it this way. It sucked when it happened, but 4 years down the road, I'm glad it happened because I wouldn't have met any of you if it wasn't for the flame journey.
Right. Yep. Same. And you know, it's so funny because my story is a little bit different. I was actually more of an extrovert. I talked to everybody. Like I did things in Hollywood. I I modeled for a short time.
Improve.
I was in a band, and then I became an introvert. I became a hermit. I didn't talk to people. I don't give people, like, I won't talk to people on the phone.
With your all
I still have a little bit of
You need every.
those situations going on. I'm working through them. I'm getting better with it. But you wouldn't have caught me live probably on TikTok doing all this, even though these are things that I did for people privately. But to actually go on social media and do it, probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I wouldn't have done that.
You know what's funny? Now that, Carly, you see me going on my own lives,
business.
it took me 3 years to do that. Because anybody ever hear of a Gemini that had stage fright?
Not
I
usually.
was so terrified of other people's judgments of me that it terrified me from going on live. Because I didn't want people to judge me and think I was nuts because I heard voices.
Your online store.
Yeah. But here's the thing that I want everybody to take from what you just said there, Anthony, is that we cannot allow other people to oppress and suppress us. We need to be who we are, and don't be afraid to do that. Judgment of others is going to happen no matter what you do. So if you don't hear voices, you're still going to get judgment on how you do your hair, what you dress, how you work, how you do this, how you parent. There's always going to be judgment. And if it's coming from people who truly love you, they're not there to judge you, right? They're there to help you. So they need to do it differently, right? So if they're judging you and they're making you feel less than, they need to change that. So with that being said, try not to fear people judging you, because it's going to happen no matter what. Be your true self. Walk that path. I had to do that too. My whole life, I've heard voices. I've seen spirits. I have a minister father. I went to Christian school the majority of my life, and all I ever got told is how it's witchcraft, how I'm possessed. And this. I've had people pray for me in the middle of coming into school, and the next thing I know, I'm being bombarded by a bunch of people praying, yelling at the top of their voices. But the truth of the matter is that you just have to lead your way and your path and do what you think is right. And it's no one else's journey but your own. Just like their journey is none of your business, yours is none of theirs. And you're always going to hear the judgment. And there's some things that you hear that is judgment and you go, who cares? I don't care what you think. So you need to kind of have that with other things in life too. Now, of course, the people you love, you want them to accept you. But not everyone is meant to be in your life forever. So that's the other thing to remember. Wow, you guys are tapping away. What did Sin say? I missed it. Sin, where you at? I missed it. Sorry. But yeah, anyways, long story short, guys, this twin flame journey is a rough one.
Yeah, I see.
But it's going to, oh, hang on, Jen wants to go.
Hey, so I wanted to say, we met in a game. Like, nobody would believe how our friendship would come about. And I am so proud of everything you've accomplished, because I've been encouraging you for years to do this. So I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I'm a stubborn one, guys. She'll contest to that. I'm very stubborn. So if it takes me a while to get places.
And one thing people don't understand is, even though like you may meet people in odd places, like we met in League of Angels,
right?
Like people, spirit and the universe puts people in your lives at that particular time that you need. And I've told you this before, like if it wasn't for my gaming friends, I probably wouldn't be here, because y'all brought me out of a really dark place.
Yeah.
And I know I've talked to you about that, but maybe somebody in group needs to hear that. Like, don't ever give up, and you may meet people in odd places that you would never expect it.
That's true. And like Jen, you and I, and what's crazy about it is Jen and I played the game together, but also this person who I shall not name because every time I do, it comes back.
Like a bad stain.
Right? Played the game also. And so she actually knows the dynamics from both sides because she played the game with that person as well. But the thing is it turned into her and I just confiding in each other. And then come find out we had so much in common. And I don't think she knew at the time, but I was a very, obviously I have mediumship abilities and all this, but I think it's so funny because we went from gaming to going into spirituality. And then the next thing you know, I'm encouraging her to join circles. But I'm keeping my mouth shut the whole time, not telling her what I can do.
Yeah.
So,
but that was one of the things that we connected on. And the same thing with my twin flame, because, he was in the game too.
Yes.
That's where I met him.
That's what I'm saying. It was a weird dynamic because they were both
right.
Yeah.
So here's a creepy thing. The lion thing that I was looking up in the spiritual book?
Yeah.
Apparently there was a second page. You know what the lion represents in dream form?
What?
The twin flame journey.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's on the second page.
Well, there you go, Anthony. You got your answer.
It's talking about when the lion and the empress, the lion empress, end up coming back together as an ultimate duo or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully she's done her work, but I don't think she has completely.
No, if she's coming at me and taking two of my fingers,
I think someone still has some work to do.
Yeah, just a little.
Oh, Faye, thank you so much. I'm glad that you were invited in here too. I hope that you all
Thank you for the gifts.
are enjoying this live. I am going to do readings here in a little bit, just not yet because and it's so cool because I just want to let Spirit know I see you up there, sir. There's a gentleman up here, guys. I don't know if anybody can see him, but he's literally right here pointing.
I say that little light you have in the back window over the little thing with the hole. I don't know why that looks like a sword to me.
It does kind of look like one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's an air sign. It's an air sign quality trait.
Yeah. But anyway, I see him. He's right here. So I'm wondering if that's where the orb was that you guys were talking about. Yes, Wackedoutlady.
I want mine.
So was that right? See where his eye is right there? Just a little bit above the eye. Is that where you've seen it? All around Roy. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, interesting. But thanks, Bree, for the roses, sweetie. Appreciate you. But so just so everybody knows, I'm only gonna select one person from chat because I did tell Wackedoutlady that I would try again in a few weeks, and so tonight is the night for her. So I will only choose one other person for a read, which I will probably do get started in about 15 minutes from now for that. So I want to be able to clear my mind. But I think that these discussions are important. So what we're doing right now, I'm actually thinking about doing Sunday nights where we're doing a panel discussion about anything paranormal, anything spiritual, anything regular life. It doesn't matter to me, but I feel like that if we have a panel discussion on Sunday nights, we can have more conversations like this to where we have a dedicated night, so that way people aren't staying up until 8 a.m. East Coast time for a reading as well. So just so you guys know, so on and then Friday nights I'm going to keep it as an appreciation night for the spirits since they are communicating with us, and I want to let them know that I appreciate them. So I want to continue to do that Friday nights. So we'll do Tuesday night readings, Friday night Spirit Night Yay Day, and then Sunday night panel discussions, if that sounds good for you guys. And hopefully, and I do apologize, guys, I am West Coast, so it would be approximately Sunday nights. I could try to do it around 10 o'clock, but I couldn't do it much earlier than that because I do have a kiddo who is turning 13 and thinks he's beyond bedtimes. So So, with that being said,
That's all I heard was never.
Right? Yeah, he does not like bedtime at all. So we
Can
have
I ask you, what's his zodiac out of just personality traits?
He's a Taurus.
Oh, stubbornness. Okay.
Oh Lord.
That is his main attribute.
Never in my life. I mean, I have a brother who's a Taurus too, but my son is stuck in the mud. Taurus, like, will not budge.
He's a full-blooded Taurus, then.
Oh my Lord. And it's crazy too because he's on the cusp because his birthday is 4/20. So he's close to the cusp, but man, he's cool. Yeah, no, he's definitely a Taurus.
Yeah, that's just like I'm born really close to the Gemini Cancer cusp.
Yeah. He's a nice, like, he's such a loving soul, but he's just, if you ask him to do anything, it's like
going to the dentist.
Yeah.
Having a root canal.
Yes.
They named.
And it's rough because, like, it takes extra convincing. Like, I'm not even kidding. Just for him to go to bed or to go to school in the morning. Granted, he is also autistic and ADHD. It requires at least 5 alarms to where these timers are going off at 20. Let's see, 30, 20. Yeah, it just goes on and on. And then
my alarm went off.
I get him to go. So, time to wake up.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. But anyway, is there any other questions that anybody may have about relationships as far as karmic relationships, twin flame relationships, or anything like that while we're still on the subject? If there is, I would like to be able to get to those, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and do the readings in 10 minutes.
So I seen something on TikTok this week, actually, and it was about soul contracts. And, you know, twin flame is a soul contract. And it's talking about, like, if it's no longer benefiting you or something, to go ahead and write up a breach of contract or like a breaking of the contract.
I didn't know that.
I felt led to do that this week. So we'll see how. I plan on burning it and sending it to the universe during the eclipse, letting it go.
It is a releasing eclipse, too.
It is.
That makes sense.
Yep, it is. Just exactly how she said it. You could do a breach of contract where you're writing stating that you no longer wish to be a part of it. You do have free will, so that's where that's allowed. Allowed, whatever you want to call it, because you do have free will. I just saw a balding lion on TV. What? That's crazy.
At least it wasn't trying to eat you.
Right? Any specific paper or color of pen needed to use? No. It just requires you to write it down and have an intention. So intention.
I think whatever speaks to you.
Yeah. So no, there's no requirement of what the paper or the pen color needs to be. It's all about intention.
Because the video that I seen, it was talking about, like, if your finances are, like, if you're having issues with your finances, maybe in like a previous lifetime you had a poverty vow or something. And I know I've told you, like, in my previous lifetimes, I was a nun. So I don't want to have the vow of poverty anymore. So I want to break that. Like, I want to get away from all that.
Girl, you are a workaholic, though. I have to say this. I mean, poverty is going to happen because we live in the United States of America right now, and it's rough. But
wait, you said she's a workaholic? Let me guess, she's a Virgo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. She is very much a Virgo, but she also has Libra tendencies as well.
Yeah, Virgo's toxic trait is workaholic.
She is a workaholic. She hasn't always been that way, though, ironically enough. She never felt like she worked, don't get me wrong, but this girl is busting her booty to do everything and to remain on her feet where she's at.
Well, that's different.
Yes, totally
And
different.
it's a good way to say F you to the twin flame.
Might be a little bit of an incentive there, yeah, sure.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
Understandable.
333. Awesome.
So,
You're a
So
Capricorn.
let's see. We've seen 666, 333 so far.
I go.
And what is 333? Support. Your spiritual guides are around you, sending you love.
Oh, did you, Renee? How did that go? What did they say?
111. Intuition. Trust your gut and listen to your heart.
I've been seeing 1111, 444, and 1212 constantly.
That's
Little-
interesting because 1111 is a new beginning. 1212 is a new beginning, but you're forcing it yourself. And what was the other one?
444.
That's spiritually guided. You're being pushed in that direction.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm being pushed too. The whole online thing is for 3 years, my guides have been pushing me like an unseen force. And it's like, I don't want to. My feet are cold.
Yeah. Exactly. Don't want to. I got a pic of the guy. Oh, did you, Faye? Awesome. Okay, so as soon as I get off this live, girl, I'm going to add you on there.
Hold on.
And then whenever you get a chance, feel free to.
I am a Virgo too, ×6 Virgo. I'm such a perfectionist. I can't do anything.
So true.
Oh God.
We're
The only reason I know so much about Virgo is because I have 3 placements of Virgo, and it's one of those stelliums in my chart.
I
So
know
my
Virgos
procrastination
because-
level's high.
Yeah, it's so crazy because in my world, I have a lot of Leos, a lot of Geminis, and a lot of Virgos. Those are the.
I got Gemini, I got Leo, and Virgo.
Yeah, so same as me.
Yes.
Crazy.
And procrastination runs deep.
Right? Yeah.
Why do it now when you can push it off and then later it never comes?
Right. Okay, just 1 second here. I'm trying to figure something out. You're doing so. I have a battle in my head because my sun sign is Libra, and then I'm a Scorpio moon. And
Ouch.
And I'm a Aries rising, so it's constant battle. Constant.
Oh boy, with high emotions.
Oh lordy.
I am a Gemini sun, a Leo moon, and an Aquarius rising.
You're an Aries one. Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so for like mine, high emotions, that's yes and no. Because actually, I'm a very calm person. I go through a lot of BS and I stay real calm.
Yeah, I don't see how you do it.
Say what?
I said I don't see how you do it because I would go ballistic.
Yeah.
Well, I have to ask because the Libra tendency. You go through a lot of BS, but when you want to get back at somebody, you start taking things away.
I don't take anything away. I just walk away. I don't look back either. I'm the type of person that when someone has shown me their true colors, I just simply go silent and walk away.
Ah,
I never look back. Ever.
okay.
Yeah. I'm the type of person when I've decided that you are no longer in my life, that's where you stay.
Ah.
Yeah.
I get it. It's a Gemini trait. A lot of Geminis are known for this. We're willing to give a second chance if you show improvement.
So I'll give chances. I give warnings and I give chances, but once I've had my fill, you're done.
I'm the same way. I'm that way.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a Virgo Sun, Virgo Venus,
Damn.
and I think Taurus is my rising, and Libra is my moon.
Dude, that's a lot of balance.
Awesome.
Those scales are heavy.
I'm definitely
But-
unique.
Yes.
Great. And so the one thing about her too, with all that too, is that she's very, so like you can actually see each one with her. Like you can tell that she's these things. Where other people, you may have a little difficulty. Like you'll know their sun sign, right? But with her, you see from each one, you see those characteristics. It's really interesting to watch her because you can see the Libra, you can see the Virgo, and then you can see like it's really interesting.
It's
how
kind of
some-
like distinct personalities.
yeah, it's really interesting to watch how she does things. I
And
know
then my
she
birth chart is all like one sided.
right.
So is
Like
mine.
everything's up in like 2 or 3 houses.
Yeah, I'm missing, like, I have nothing in 4 houses.
So Sin, there's a free. So I have a an astrology app that I use a lot of times to just to be able to study. But if you don't want that app, it's called Astro Cafe, and it's free, and you just put all your information in there, and it will give you all your placements, all your houses, all your degrees, all that good stuff, and it's free.
All the fun things that make you confused for at least a year.
Yeah.
And it does explain each one in detail on that particular website. That's why I like that one, because it doesn't leave you guessing what the heck does this mean. Yeah, you're welcome. So feel free to go in there, and then it will tell you where your placements are, what planets. The only thing that could complicate it a little bit is if you don't know your time of birth. But as long as you know where you were born in the date, then it should be.
Hey, Angelic, do you know how when you're born at a certain date and it says your ruling planet, so like Gemini's is Mercury, but your overall ruling planet, in my case, I found out was Uranus.
It could.
What does that planet do when it goes retrograde?
Do you really want
I
to
don't
know?
know, but it's just fun to say.
I'm afraid to find out. Yeah.
So I mean, it has good things, but it also has. So it's like even. So there's a lot of. How do I explain it? Like there are some like business issues with it a little bit, but it's been K2 just went off. It's really complicated with Uranus because that one I don't really study that one as much. But there is some like business complications, and then there's like what I mean by that is that you're working towards these goals, but there's like
roadblocks
along the way, and time not to be signing certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other thing.
Yeah, I can see why it governs me then. Ouch.
So did you see in the chat where I can't see the name? Sin says her whole life she's been told she was born at 6 a.m., but her birth certificate says 6 p.m.
That is strange.
So that happened to Bree's birth certificate. They had it wrong. So I had to go in and have it amended. So it could be a typo in all reality. So, but I mean, you should have I'm sure
I would kind of want to look up both birth charts just to see
and
the meaning of both.
whatever hospital you were born at, they can look into that for you too, because if it says that, it could be a typo, but your actual hospital birth certificate would have the correct time. So you could actually contact them and get so you would have to contact the records department though. I'm just telling you because I work in the hospital. So anything beyond this last year, you always contact the records department, and you can let them know that you were told this, but this says this, and you want to know if it's accurate, and they'll be able to look it up for you based off of their records. Because everything has been put into digital now, and as long as they didn't lose it in that. So that's the one thing. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but when we went to digital medical charts, a lot of things were lost in transition. So some things may not be available, but as long as they have it, you should be able to look it up by calling them. I know my hospital here charges for any paperwork that you want, but they could maybe look it up and tell you over the phone or something.
All right, Carly, if you would like, please push me back into the out of the box.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Okay,
I was
yeah,
letting you get ready for spirit.
Yep.
I got to take a shower from that dream.
Yeah.
Thought I smelled something.
Yeah, I woke up soaked.
I'm
Well,
so
you would
sorry.
too if you had a lion chasing you on a picnic table.
Boy. Boy, howdy. You know what I do though when I dream about that? Like I've had dreams where turtles are biting my foot. I actually wake up with my foot hurting where that turtle bit me.
I woke up to the cat licking my foot.
Knife him.
Cat was
Healing
protecting you.
Yep, healing you.
Yeah, it was weird because he's never done that before, and I looked down and he's licking my big foot, and I'm like, dude, your tongue feels like sandpaper.
Yeah, the spider dream, Bree. Yeah, I remember. Alrighty, I'll go ahead and let you down then.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming up and sharing.
No problem.
Engaging.
It is.
All right.
I'm always fascinated with dreams because most of my dreams come true.
Yeah, exactly.
I know that feeling.
Bye.
Right. Oh, I accidentally clicked you down. Sorry, Anthony. All right, Jen, I'm going to let you down too.
All right,
Sorry,
bye.
guys. Bye. Apparently, I'm trigger happy tonight. All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead. Okay, so we're going to try Whacked Out Lady. Is Whacked Out here still? So sorry, Anthony.
Oh, in a few minutes.
About 2 weeks before it happens for your dreams. Yeah. Hi, Rebecca. All right. Thanks, guys, so much for all the likes. You guys are doing phenomenal. 76.3K. Yikes. You guys are doing great. Hello, Light of Healing. How are you? Is Whacked Out Lady still here, Bree? Am I missing her comments somehow? That's okay. If you can't get on mic, we'll still try it. All right, so is Jonette, Bree, one of you two in here? Yes, you're in here. Okay, so Bree, we're only gonna do one other person. You're welcome, sweetie. We're only gonna do one other person because if you remember right, a couple weeks back, I did promise Whacked Out Lady that. Thank you for the heart, me. That we would attempt again since we weren't able to connect with her daughter. No. So we're gonna do Whacked Out Lady first, and then we'll choose one more person to do. So I kind of want to explain the process real quick, and then we'll cleanse and get started. But so what I do is I first initially use my SB7, which is in this case, my SB7 to try to get spirit, hopefully the one that you're wanting to speak to, but if not, someone to come through on the SB7 spirit box. So this is my spirit, that I almost dropped, probably almost broke. But this is my spirit box right here. I do have a speaker that I can put it on so we can hear it a little bit better. You're welcome. Thank you, Jonette, for the heart. And so I always start off with this, but I do have abilities. Okay, Renee. I don't really like labels just because it's, I don't know why I don't like labels. I just don't like them. I think to me, it sounds egotistical sometimes. And I don't think that when other people say it, but when I say it, I don't like it. You'd be nervous being up in the boxes. There would be no need to be nervous because I have patience. So you'll be fine up here. Yeah, I did say speak to the box. So anyway, so I start off with the spirit box first. See if they'll come through on that. I also do on my extra phone, I put up Transcend Theory. And what that is that's that's an app that doesn't have a word database in it whatsoever. So what they would have to do, that's the REM pod making that noise. Are you going to light it up for us? It's going blue. Oh my gosh, Transcend Theory is actually one of my favorite apps. Primarily because you don't need Wi-Fi. You can turn it on airplane mode.
Could have scored about.
And there's no word database, right? So they actually have to, what it does is it brings up random letters and then they spell from those letters and then it comes out with a word. And they can misspell. So sometimes it's like putting a puzzle piece together. But ultimately, most times it's pretty
Like,
easy. You saw it go by again?
actually, only
So I think they're getting ready for the readings. Spirit, is there spirits here for the people who are about to get readings? Is that why you're making that noise? Because you know I'm about to begin? If so, can you light up the REM pod for me? The one with the red light?
You message.
Hey, Becca.
lost with.
Spirit face says she's seen you. Did you allow her to see you? How are you, Becca? Okay, I'm going to turn the volume back up on this now. All right, so here's the thing about the readings. We must be 18 years of age or older. And I will be asking just because there's liabilities and I want to make sure. And you're pro at scramble news. Yeah. My autocorrect makes me look very unintelligent 90% of the time. So anyway, you need to be 18 years of age or older. You also have to be willing for me to be able to put it on social media. The reason being is all my lives, as long as they're not choppy and they come through clear, I download to YouTube in its full raw form from the beginning to the end. And so it would be essentially on there. Thank you so much for the heart, me. I appreciate you. Auric.
Fire.
And a fire. Earlier today I got fire too. I don't know why they keep mentioning fire. Yeah, so for example, you do have your choice to do it in chat or up in the box. I prefer the box because it's easier to convey the messages. It also helps me connect just a little bit better. But I can still connect if you're not in the box. That's fine. But when someone is doing it in the chat, I do need chat to not type. So that way I can get that person's information and then my mod can actually pin their responses. Sin, it's truly angelic paranormal, but if you go to my page and it's in my bio, so you just click the YouTube icon and then you go right into it. And then you can sub and it will let you know when things are uploaded. Last week's never got uploaded because it was having issues. I'm going to try again tonight to get it to download and I'll try to get it up there. But with that being said, the other thing is I want to make it perfectly clear because I have unfortunately already ran into an issue where people are pretending to be me. This one. And so I never, I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm a sucky friend. I never write people first very often. And I don't ask if you want readings in DMs, okay? Yeah. Oh, no, and this is my only account on TikTok, so if it's not coming from this, it's not me. And I'm certainly never going to ask you. I'm not going to say, oh, my ancestors said you need a reading and all that garbage. And I don't charge. The only time I do readings are in my lives on Tuesday. Now, I have had people ask me to do personal readings outside of the live. And I'm just not going to accommodate that because it does put me in a situation. So I hope that you understand that it's only going to be Tuesdays here. Now, if later we move on and I start doing readings more times and then I decide, hey, let's make a career out of this, then yeah, I probably would charge at that point because I would be needing to travel. I'd be needing to do that thing. But we're not there. Okay, so there's no need for me to charge you. I'm here to help. As best as I can. The other thing to remember is I may not be able to connect with your loved one. I'm going to be 100% honest. I am human. Spirit has free will. I would like to think that whenever you're being chosen, that's because Spirit is trying to get you to be chosen and that's why it's happening. But there have been times where I just simply could not connect. Now, does that mean that your loved ones don't want to talk to you? Does that mean that they're not around? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They are there. It's just, it's not your time for a message at that time. And when it is your time, it will happen. But I just want to make it abundantly clear. The other thing is as I am giving things that are from my abilities, okay? Don't feed me. Don't give me. If I ask you, who is this person with this name? And you say, oh, that's my brother who died on this date, this, and gives me all this information before I get to validate it, then it makes it not so good for you because it's not giving you evidence, right? Because you just gave me all that information. And then say if your Uncle Tommy wants to give you the same information, you just gave me everything. And so now it's not going to be believable for you. And you're not going to have the evidence you want. Now, if I've said it, can you validate this? Can you take this? You're more than welcome to talk about that one thing, but try not to give me more information about it unless I ask. Aw, thanks, Miss Lockhart. I appreciate you. So there's that. Now, tonight, I'm actually letting the camera be on me. I do not like being the focus of my lives, but I have been asked to show my face during readings so that way they can see what my eyes do. So hopefully the lighting is good enough that where you can see it. If not, I am so sorry. I can't make it too bright, otherwise you guys are not going to be able to see this. But the other thing is I do have a rule that if you've had a reading in the last 3 weeks, but you're not eligible for a reading now, because I want to be able to help as many people as I can, and it makes it difficult if the same person every week is being chosen, if that makes sense. So if you haven't had a reading in like the last 3 weeks, then you're eligible to potentially be picked tonight. Thank you, Ricardo. I appreciate that. And thank you for that. That's very kind of you. You have to be here? Okay, I'm sorry. So that's that. So just remember, and then like I said, so Whacked Out Ladies, I'm going to be doing in the chat. And thank you, Jamie, for the follow. So I'm going to be doing hers in the chat. So if you guys could hold chat. Now, I also want to make it clear there are a few people in here that I do trust to also who have abilities. One would be the Paranormal Watch, Becca, or Little Chef, but he's out enjoying Vegas right now, which I think is amazing. And I hope he's having a fabulous time. So he's not going to be in here tonight. But there are a few people that I do trust in there. Now, if you do not want to hear from someone else, you do have the right to say, no more. I only want to hear it from you. But I am telling you, it's just this dynamic, how Spirit makes us all work together, and we end up getting more that way. So I would encourage to allow other people that are trusted to give you the information, because they may get something that I don't get, because Spirit may tell them something different. So just so you're aware. So I will be okaying it with you before we do that.
It is.
So, and then the other thing that I need to tell you, if you say you want to connect with your father and your Uncle John is who comes through, unfortunately, we have no control over that. So whoever's going to come through is going to come through. So they either don't come through at all, or it could be not the person you want, or it could be the person you want. So just keep that in mind. I love it when they do music too. Hey, Luke. I'm doing great. How are you? One other thing. If I give you information and you can't take it, I want to make it abundantly clear. Right now, I'm giving you a bunch of stuff, and we're just kind of going at it. And sometimes it can be fast, sometimes it can be slow. It just dependent. Sure. But you're also being told all this information, and so you're trying to remember everything as you're going and validating these things. There might be something you can't validate, and that's okay. There could be reasons for that. You may not be able to validate it because you're getting all this information. But also, yes, I'm Carly. But also, I'm a human being. And although Spirit is always right, I may get the interpretation incorrect. I'm human, guys. I make mistakes. I'm not a perfect person. So, they were asking for Tony earlier. When I was in the bathroom, they were like, "Where's Tony?" And I had to tell him he's in Vegas. So just so you guys are aware, those are the things that we would need to do. Now, I do need to get one more person to get a reading. And so, Bree, are you available, or Jonette, one of you too? Miles. Hello, Miles. Okay, Bree. So I'm going to ask them to put in an emoji in the chat, and the first name that you see, if you could pin that for me so I can write it down. Excuse me. So just everybody, just so you know, we have ran into this problem where TikTok lags for certain people. So for Brianna, she may see a specific name, but you may see a different one first. And that's not because she's skipping anybody. It's just, it lags sometimes. So please just be understanding that if she picks a name, that's because that's meant to be. I seen you blip that. So what we're going to do right now, if everybody's ready, for those who are okay with all the information I just gave you and you would like a reading, we're only going to choose one because we already have one already that I said I would read for. If you do not get chosen tonight, next Tuesday, come back and try again. So I would like all of you who would like a reading to put a yellow heart in chat, please.
717.
007, James Bond.
Give it all.
Mission Impossible. Sean Connery. Is Sean Connery here? All right, Bray, can you pin the first one you see, please? Yep, it's meant for who it's meant for. And we do a lot of spirit-led stuff here. I may do some spirit-led readings.
Send more shot for it.
Okay, Anna. Okay. So, ironically, guys, these happen to be two ladies, by the way, that I have tried readings before, and these two ladies' loved ones did not come through when we attempted. They did get psychic stuff to come through, but the actual mediumship didn't happen. So that's so ironic. Both of you were chosen for tonight. No pressure, right? No pressure. Okay. Dropping stuff. Yeah, off the table. All right. Yeah, that's funny. But that's okay. Hey, maybe we'll get 2 for 2. Mother. Okay. So that's the thing too. Spirit does have free will. So I can't force it, unfortunately. Man, I do try though, guys. You'll see me struggle. I'll try to get that information, but I can't force it. If it's not going to come through, it's just simply not going to come through. All right, so I'm going to turn on Transcend Theory real quick. Why is that doing that? What the heck? Okay, I'm having interference on this because when I go to touch it, it just... Diva? Who are you calling a diva? I know they're not talking to me. All right. I'm going to turn this on dark mode because I don't like it blinding me. So dark mode. So this is Transcend Theory. It is an app. It is available both on Android and iOS. I believe it's $15 to $13 one-time fee. But this darn app, man, I get so much out of this app. It does take practice to get to use it in the beginning, though. There is a YouTube video on how to properly use it that I suggest anybody who gets this particular app to watch first. But it's a really good one. All right, Spirit, so we're going to go ahead and do our readings. I am going to cleanse before we do the reading. Feel free to use any of the equipment back here to let your loved one know that you're present. Yes, it's on iOS. Road. Okay. It is on iOS and Google Play both. All right. All right, so Whacked Out Lady, I'm going to go ahead and ask you the questions I need to ask before we go. I do know the answers to this, but I don't have... I got a new book since you had your reading last, so I don't have your daughter's name in here, so I'm going to re-ask that, so please don't take that as me not remembering. Unfortunately, I do a lot of...
2 triads.
2 triads? Okay. So I'm sorry, sweetie. forgive me for not remembering her name. I'm horrible with names. So can you tell me, okay, Kristin Marie, that's right. And today's the 25th, so I don't know when I'm... So, Kristin Marie. The other thing about the transcend theory, I will give you the information that comes up. It may have zero meaning. It may, or it may have meaning. What I've learned, that I've found, the one thing that I think you're not going to take, because it sounds totally absurd, is the one thing they always take. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you as I get it. Now, with that being said, Whacked Out Lady, you are 18 years of age or over, correct? And then everybody, if we can stop chat, and the only people that I would like to be chatting at this time is mods, Whacked Out Lady, and people who are helping, such as the Paranormal Watch. I don't know what else is in here. But anyways, so less is more right now, so that way we don't miss any of her comments. Yes, okay, perfect. And then you're okay with me posting on social media, please?
Your highest.
Your highest? Okay. Why go live then? What are you talking about? What in the heck is she talking about? Stay off the live then. What? And mods, remember that I have zero tolerance for trolls and people who are being rude, because this is a positive community. And we want it to be welcoming, and we want it to be comfortable for people, because this is...
Ed.
Hi, Ed. Right now we're having readings. So we're going to give one warning, and then we're blocking. Unless it's one of those crazy troll names, then you can just permanently block immediately. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cleanse, and then we're going to get the spirit box going.
So cheer.
All right. Whacked Out Lady, can I ask you a question? You're the one who has the breathing problems, right? Because I'm kind of feeling them again, so I just want to make sure. Was it you or someone else the last time I read? There was breathing problems. Yes. Okay. That's what I thought. So I'm feeling tightness in my back and having a hard time taking a full breath. All right. So I didn't think it was for your daughter, but I remembered something like that before, but I couldn't remember if it was you or not. So thank you for answering. Yeah, I always zone into you for some reason. I always feel it. That's okay. That's, that's the way it is to be a physical empath and medium. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the SB7 spirit box. If it's too loud, let me know. And Whacked Out Lady, can you please tell me obviously your mom, but what is your first name, please? I can turn it down a little bit too. And don't apologize. Absolutely don't apologize. Maria. Okay, thank you.
How?
How? Okay. Kristin Marie, I have your mom, Maria, here that's wanting to connect with you this evening. We did try before. Spirit guys, if you could please bring Kristin Marie forth to speak to her mom. And Kristin, if you are here, if you're here, can you say hello to your mother through this device that I'm holding right here? I'm going to pull this out a little bit. So your mom, Maria, would like to speak to you, Kristin. Can you say hello through this device I'm holding? Is there anyone here for Maria that would like to communicate tonight? All right, I'm going to turn this down. I don't know if you're Latino or not, but I keep getting the name Jorge over and over again. So I don't know if you can take the name Jorge or if you're Latina at all, but I keep hearing Jorge over and over. So I don't know if you can take that name.
Like this or under?
Like this or under. So if you touch any of this up here to let her know you're here. But right now we need you to talk into this. Not Latina. Do you know a Jorge, like a George? I don't know why they're telling me in Spanish. Used to. And is that person living still that you're aware of? Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. So anyway, I'm hearing Jorge over and over again. Is there anyone here for Maria that would like to speak to her through this box? I'm going to switch it to AM real quick. I have it on FM because AM is hecka loud. But I'm going to switch it.
Our director.
I just heard a gentleman say hello. Gosh, that's so loud. Can you say hello again? Hey, can you tell us your name? Farm animals? Okay, Maria, can you take farm animals?
Kaiki.
Backwards, it said, okay, let me see. Can I do a mirrored? Hang on, guys. Let me do mirrored. Get rid of mirrored. Hold up. There we go. I did hear a gentleman come through saying, hello, what's your name? Is that better, guys? keep hearing a gentleman saying hello. You're welcome, guys. Sorry about that. Sir, can I have your name,
In the
please?
star.
I'm going to turn this down for a second. I hear you. Every time we turn it down, he talks. Here. I don't know if you heard that. All right. Can you tell me your name, sir, so that way I know that you're the correct person? Is it Justin?
Kristin.
I held up my water and it said tasty. I hear it. Okay. Hello. Oh, I'm getting a ringing. That's because that's ringing. Does that voice sound familiar to you at all, Maria? It's me. I just heard it's me. All right, it's me. We need to know your actual first name. If you could give it to us, please.
Need to be.
Need to be. What's your name? Yeah, I'm hearing a gentleman over here. There was one. I seen a male up here earlier. All right, I'm going to turn off this box. Did you, okay. Oh, I'm wanting
Her.
yes, Kristin. As soon as I said I was wanting Kristin to come through, it said her. You think it was a disembodied voice? Okay. So I did hear a man say, it's me. I'm here. Hello. REM pod is going a little bit. Can you light that up? If your name's Jorge, light that up for me, please. Light anything up on the table for me. You got to really grab it. And if you need energy down below, right behind me, there is a power source. Wayne. Don't know if you can take that name. And this reading is for whacked out ladies, so only people who are like Paranormal Watch, and then Daydreamer also has ability. Right now should be the only ones tapping into the chat because she's not able to come up in a box. So whacked out lady, can you take the name Wayne at all? Can take the name. Okay. And is this person passed? The other one you're not aware. Are these people that you, so I don't know about Wayne, but Jorge is telling me something about when we were young. So when you said you used to know him, was he like a high school student or someone in your 20s? I feel like it's back in that time frame because I'm being told school age, but you were old enough, if that makes sense. Thank you. Can you make it light up? Grab onto it. No. Okay, perfect. That's okay. If you can't take it, that's fine. So I'm going to try to get more information. Okay, so I'm seeing vehicles where he's concerned. There's cars. He really likes cars.
Please.
Please what? Yes. Okay, thank you. If you grab onto that or step on it, sit on it, whatever you need to do, that will light up to let us know you're here. I hear you making it go off, but you're not lighting it up. And that's what we need to see so she knows that you're here present. If you would be so willing to do so. Does the number 8 mean anything to you? You said, was that no for the number 8? So 8 could be the month of August, the 8th of a month, 8 years. So just remember, 8 could mean a month, a day. All right. So Jorge is showing me that he's a shorter gentleman. Not too tall, not too short, but he's shorter, like for a man. Yes, okay.
This.
This. So he's saying employee over again. I don't know if you guys work together, but he keeps saying employee. So I don't know if you can take that where he's concerned, but that's what I'm getting. Can you guys hear that going off? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So you two, did you two work together then? Is that what you're saying? Is that what the employee's about? He's saying employee. You guys work together? You and Jorge? Thank you guys for letting me know. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Makes sense then. Jorge, if that's you, can you light something up there? I have cat balls. Or if you touch the pole, see the pole that looks like the antenna on a vehicle? If you touch that, it will light up different colors and we'll know that you're present. You were the lead person. So he was your employee then. That's why he's saying employee. Okay.
Full.
Full? Okay. So it said fool as in like fool from eating, not as in fool, like I'm a crazy person. All right. Makes sense now. Who was in an automobile accident? I'm being told automobile accident. I don't know if it was him or somebody else, but they're telling me automobile accident. I'm hoping your daughter comes through in all this eventually. Not sure. K2 blip. I seen that. Can you make it go all the way to the red for us so we know you're here, sweetie? Thank you for touching that for us. Not sure. Okay, just keep that in your bank. Later on, you might remember who that may be. Mods, if you could remind people that right now we're doing a reading, and so we don't want anybody in chat other than other people that are helping with the reading. And Whacked Out Lady, because she's not able to come up in a box, we have to utilize chat. And I need to see the chat. So if you could please just hold your comments for now, I'd appreciate that. We're currently not investigating anything. We're actually trying to do a reading, and then we can do spirit communication after. Man, you're just really going to town on that. Can you light that up for me? Just grab onto
Our
it.
age.
Our age. He keeps talking about your guys' age for some reason. I don't know. Our age. And then Becca is saying she's seen an infinity symbol. That could be the 8, because that's what an infinity symbol is a number 8, but it's sideways, right?
No.
No? Okay. So I'm gonna... So who's the diabetic? So I'm being told that there is a diabetic.
And go secret.
And go secret. I am not. Mom and grandfather were. Okay. All right. So your mom and your grandfather were diabetics. Okay.
Fast and go.
Fast and go. And you are now a diabetic. Okay. All right. So I feel like the reason why they're bringing up the diabetes thing is that we need to control it better. I don't know if that's you or... because I feel like it's kind of not... Your blood sugar levels aren't where they need to be. They're kind of all over the place. So that's something that we need to work on for sure, if possible. Okay, that's you, because it's out of control. Okay, yeah. Yep, they're telling me that it needs to be controlled. Was there... The doc just told you. Okay, all right. So that's something that you just found out. All right.
Steve's run.
Can you take the name Steve? Yes. Okay, thank you. Can you take the name Steve? It's saying Steve's run. Yes. Okay. And would the run part make sense to you? Steve's run? I'm not sure what that's about, but if it all makes sense to you, then I'm just going to leave that be. They keep telling me...
Or its eyes.
Or its size. Or its size. Kinda. Okay. So they keep telling me something about an accident. So if you can't take an automobile... So it might be me not getting it correct. So just bear with me here. But now they're telling me that there was an accident. So I don't know if you can take someone being in an accident. So I don't know what, I almost feel like, if this makes sense, it's almost like you were in one as a kid. Okay, because it feels like they're ill. Okay, it just said ill as in like someone's sick. Okay, because they keep saying an accident over and over again. So I feel like, I'm going to be honest with you right now. I'm not actually, I'm getting the information, but I'm feeling things right now. So that comes from the psychic sense. But I'm also being told, I'm given the name Bob or Bobby. Bob, Bobby, Robert. So hopefully you can take that. So just bear with me here. What else do you have? Goosebumps. Okay.
There you.
There you, it says. All right. And this particular person is close. I'm feeling like a lot of love coming from Bob, Robert, whatever his name is. So I'm just going to say Bob for short because that's short for Robert. But I'm feeling a lot of love coming from this person. I'm not sure if this particular person, if this is coming from him or not, because he's not making me feel it, but there's some heart condition going on. So someone with heart issues. I do feel like it's not
All Gene and Mo.
all Gene and took a while. Okay. And if you guys see me rub my hands, because I'm just going to explain this since people wanted to see me while I'm doing the readings. I do this, it's almost like a focus point for me. And it helps me. So if I'm doing this, I'm not coming up with an evil plan or anything. It's just the way I do it. All right. Okay.
Here.
You're here. Okay, thank you. So I'm feeling like there's a heart condition. I don't know if that's Bob, but there's a heart condition. Why are we telling this? What are we? This is validation. Okay, thank you. Warning. Yes, you can take that. Okay. Was that Bob who had the heart condition? Thank you. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for validating that. All right. So is this a person that you're in a relationship with at one point? So I'm being no. Okay, so I'm having this. So let me tell you why I'm asking this question. Because someone's telling me more like a father figure. Okay, father figure for you, or did that person like you at one time and then the dynamic changed? I don't know if it's Bob right now, but the reason why.
You for.
And us, you for. Okay. The reason why I'm saying that is I feel like that at one point there was feelings and then it just became something else. I don't know if that's Bob or if someone else is going to be showing themselves right now, but I just want to give that to you why it's coming to me. Go ahead. Oh, his son and you. Okay, so he's trying to explain his son and you had. Okay, makes sense. Thank you. Prime example, guys, how I can have a Glee fan. Who's the Glee fan? Glee is a show about music, and they're saying Glee fan. Very interesting. So I don't know if anybody there is a Glee fan for you, but I'm going to give you the information. All right, so his son and you were involved. And then, okay, so that's a classic thing there, guys, where they gave me the information, and I had to put that puzzle piece together to be able to give her that, and she was able to validate. So that's his way of letting you know that it is really Bob here with you. Was musical. Okay. I mean, Glee's an old show. Who knows? He might have actually watched it for all you know. But okay, let's go on. You used to watch it. Okay. All right. Thank you for validating that. Hey, that's okay. I used to watch it sometimes. I love music myself. All right. So Bob is just giving me lots of love for you. He really, really, really just wants you to know that he loves you. He sees you. He is telling me that you need to take care of beer. I don't know if that's Spirit asking me for a beer or if Bob was a beer drinker. So I'll let you validate that first before I go and get them a beer. I'm well, honey. Thank you. Recovering. Okay. All right. Makes sense, though.
Hi.
So I'm being told domestic violence. I don't know who was, who had that going on for themselves. I don't know if that's you or someone that's close to you in life. But I am, yeah, he said hi. But I am being told domestic violence. Yes, yes. Okay. Mardi Gras is not sure if it's anything. Okay, Becca's...
Being flat, okay.
Being flat is okay. I guess that means being boring. I don't know what else that would mean. So Becca's getting something about Mardi Gras, so I'm not sure if you can take anything about Mardi Gras, but it's there for you in case you can. All right, so the domestic violence. Okay, that's something that is really, 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 okay, so they're telling me something right now about the domestic violence. That, wow, not a good scenario. Never is, but I'm talking, this is like big time domestic violence. No? Okay, because what I'm being shown, I don't want to give out too much information. So if I overshare anything, just tell me to hush. And I will as quickly as you can in chat. I'll try to be observant on. So what I'm being, oh no, it wasn't a good scene. Not a good scene. Okay. So yeah, because what they're showing me, then I won't share what I'm being shown. Because I don't feel like it needs to be rehashed. But they're just letting me know that it was hidden. Okay. All right. And it happened quite a bit. Okay, no, but yes, often. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. Thank you for validating that. I will leave that alone unless they give me more information on it. All right, so he's telling me there was an illness. I don't know who this, I don't feel like it belongs to him. Hang on here. Give me some more information. So he's telling me there's someone who actually eventually passed away, but there was an illness, and it was this illness was hard to decipher. Like they didn't know. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to convey here? If not, I'll try to go further in detail. Yes. Okay. So with this, I do want to say that he's telling me it's a female. Is that also correct? Can you take that it's a female? I'm feeling sick to my stomach right now too. I'm going to take a drink of water real fast. Yes. Okay. Now, the sickness of my stomach is not from me. So I do feel like that this could be from this female as well.
Willick.
I'm going to show you this just because I don't know if this is the last name or what it is, if it has any meaning whatsoever, but I'm still going to show it just in case. No. Okay. No worries. So did this female have a brownish hair, like, but was light colored at this? How do I explain it? Like, not really dishwater blonde, but like a light brown. No. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I read the other no and I thought that was new. So yes, she did. Okay. So this is your daughter, correct? Oh, the emotion. Okay. So this woman, okay, it's not your daughter. Okay, no worries. Because I'm being told daughter. So I don't know if this is your mom then, because I'm hearing daughter. The other thing is there's a lot of emotion coming forth. Like I'm trying to hold back tears a little bit. In fact. So I don't know if this is a mother or if this is, but I'm hearing daughter. So just so you're aware, I don't know if you can validate that from this light brown headed woman with this illness. But I feel emotion, like a lot of it. Perhaps she made it. Okay. All right. I'm also having like a dull head pain, but it's
Ma.
It's Ma. M-A-W, Ma. Hey and Ma. Interesting. So I keep hearing daughter. So I don't know why I'm hearing that over and over again. I'm trying to get her to tell me. So just bear with me here. Give me a little more detail, sweetie. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not used to looking at chat. Your daughter. Okay. She's with me. She's with me. I keep hearing over and over again, she's with me. Who's she? You're getting the head pain too, Becky? Yeah. It's like a dull head pain, but it's enough to irritate the crap out of you at the same time.
And C.
Is my daughter with the lady? I'm thinking so, because she's saying she's with me, and she said daughter before. So my interpretation with that would be that yes, your daughter is with this person, but I'm trying to see if I can get a connection with your daughter. Sometimes that's their way of bringing her forth for the reading. So I'm just trying to see where this is going next. You're getting emotional too? Yeah, I feel extremely emotional. That would make sense. Okay. All right.
I won Ray.
I won Ray. I won Ray. Emotions are high. Okay. I'm also getting a fluttering in my heart, like almost like anxiety. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like I'm having an anxiety attack, but I'm not. Yes, yes. Okay. Now, would that be for you or for your daughter, do you think? Because I can't differentiate who this is coming from. They're just making me feel it. You don't have to answer that if you don't want to, because maybe she'll give it to me. But it's up to you. So I'm also being told some mental health situations like depression. That's where the anxiety is coming from, like depression and anxiety a little bit. So like moodiness, and that could be why these emotions are just, I'm feeling them. Yes. Okay. And this is something we really didn't get a handle on. Is that correct? I feel like it's just something we suffer with, unfortunately. What else you got for us?
Bree died.
Breathe, I. Okay. So I feel like I think like that there was a little bit of a worry about whether or not this person transitioned, and they did. They transitioned. They had loved ones waiting for them. And as I said that, it said Earth. Crazy. So they did transition, absolutely, and they are with this lady. I do feel it's your daughter, sweetie. I feel like it is. Was it her that it was struggling with the depression and anxiety? Man, my heart is just... Yes. Okay. Yeah. So
Any B, hi.
yeah. So she definitely made it. I feel like because of the circumstances of passing, that's why it's a question. And don't worry about that, because she made it. She 100% was greeted and was able to transition. No longer suffering. I'm not going to mention how she's telling me she passed on. I think that it's pretty self-explanatory, and we don't need you to have to go through that. The important message is that she made it, and she is with loved ones. She's sending her love. I'm also hearing a sorry. I don't. Sorry that you went through that pain is what I'm being told. Just tell you. Oh, sweetheart, you can tell her you love her every day. She can hear you, but she knows that you love her. She's giving you love. But she does want to apologize for the pain that was endured during this time. The love is immense. Her emotions are very high. And I don't feel like that's the case anymore for her where she's at. But as they come through, they do give us personality traits to let us know that that's who they are.
You
Had said. Yeah, no, she doesn't need to apologize. I know, sweetheart, but she does feel like she wants to tell you that there is an apology. But she does love you immensely. With that being said, I do want to say also that there is a dog that she's showing me right now. Good, I'm glad you'll embrace that. This particular dog, I'm having a hard time getting the breed, but it is kind of like an off cream colored dog. So I'm not sure if you can take a dog that's like, I don't know how to explain, like beige cream colored. Thank you. If not, just keep that in the database and maybe later on you can think of it.
off.
Off. Okay. Anything else that you would like her to know? Okay, she's mentioning there's a dog. Okay. Maybe I got the color wrong. I don't know, but she's telling me there's a dog with her.
I go.
I go. She says I go. But there is a dog with her, and what I'm seeing is what it looks like how do I explain it? Kind of like a cream colored dog, like a brownish cream. I don't know how to explain it. Gosh, I don't know. Right now I'm losing track of words. Anyway, just kind of keep that in your mind. It might be one of the dogs, and later it might come to you. It's a boy dog, if that helps. But anyway, I'll give you that information. Anything else that you have, sweetheart? Thank you so much. Okay, and I was saying this before she showed me the dog, but she's really wanting you to do the best that you can.
Zero.
In the moment, it's her dog. Okay, thank you. She's letting me know, right now you're going through a lot of health things. There are some things that unfortunately are just not curable, but she wants you to do a little bit better about taking care of yourself. Because you got a lot going on, and sometimes that gets you down, and you kind of procrastinate on things. So she's just she's just letting me know that, hey, just do your best to take care of yourself. Yes. Okay. And I'm hearing I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. She wants you to know that she's okay. 100% okay. I'm okay. Anything else? Can you light that up for Mama, please? That's important. Okay. So I do think that that's the validation of that she's okay. Sometimes they can't quite get it to light up, but the noise is enough. That was your main worry. Yeah. I feel like she's stepping back now. But she is showing me that she loves you.
Me and
Me and the what, honey? Can you get that to light up for me? Can you make it go green? Touch it on the... Yep, touch it. I know you're trying, sweetheart.
he could buy her.
He could go by her? Okay. Great Bear, can you show her how to use that real quick? If at all? Oh, wait, she's stepping away now. Oh, it just flashed. I don't know if you guys seen the blue light flash. Just slightly. All right, everybody. I think she is now pulling away. I just want to say I am very thankful. The K2 did it too. Okay, Sen, thank you. I just want to say that I'm so grateful that she finally came through for you, sweetheart. That I feel like that was a very important message for you. I hope that it brings you comfort and peace. That you know she's good and she's with people that love her, and that she made it to where she is and she's better now. So I do thank you for trusting me, for trying this again a second time. If everybody could give her, oh good, I'm glad, sweetheart. If everybody could give Wackedoutlady a bunch of hearts, send her some love. And thank you, chat, for being patient while we did that in chat for her and giving her the respect and allowing her to get the message from her family. Okay, I'm going to take a drink of water and then I'm going to cleanse. And then we're going to go to... Is Annika still in here? Okay, hold up. Thank y'all for giving her hearts. Yes. So thank you for sharing your loved ones with us, Maria, Bob, and I don't know who the lady was that had the light brown hair, and then also your daughter. So thank you so much for being vulnerable and allowing us to bring those messages through. Really appreciate you. Got a hunka burning love. Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cleanse. If you're wearing earpods or headphones, protect your ears. Here we go. Y'all can chat again now. Hey, Shorty. Welcome in. Are you going to light that up for us? Or are you just going to tease us all night? Okay. Hey, Rob. How are you? Are you getting ready for work, sir? This is just joking. Okay, I'm gonna turn Vox back.
Via.
Via what? I'm gonna turn Vox back on for a second. I'm gonna give it a second. Thank you, Shorty. I appreciate that. I always love when. So that's a prime example, guys, of like when you have a mediumship reading, how it's kind of interesting because they'll give you. So what I see sometimes is I'll see things and I'll also hear things. So what I see sometimes is they just turn. I'll see things and I'll also hear. I did not click that.
Well, things
And
are
they're
getting pretty
changing
serious
it
right
as
now.
we go.
I mean, we chat online for like 2 hours every day, so I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious.
That's funny.
Well, things are getting.
Let me introduce you to Sam.
Switching it. I'm not doing it. I promise. You going to another one? Switch it again. Or you want to watch the dance? Okay, I'm going to try to go home. Sorry about that. That was interesting. I love how they always have to mess with the electronics around here. They're wanting a song real quick. Right, Brooke? One night, right? It was funny. I was wanting to do spirit communication one night. And I had my phone up here on a tripod trying to video this to see if they'll have anything go off so I can ask questions. Because sometimes, show me superheroes. Yeah. So sometimes I'll just kind of do that. And they're like, girl, go to bed. They didn't, but they took a picture on my phone. It took it by itself. I was not even near it. I was sitting over there and it was right here in front of the altar. And yeah, crazy. And they're like, girl, go to bed. So then they're like, we're not talking to you now. Go to sleep. So it was really interesting. So I'm going to turn on Vox for a second. So bear with me. That was so so you know, it's so funny. Because they mess with things so much, I don't.
Time for show.
Time for show?